Hey. Nah. Yeah.
Yo, Seth, what is up, man? It is Chris, aka Chris2. We are back with another stream, another prediction stream. Today, we got Alex back in the stream. He is here with us. He didn't stream this week at all, so I'm glad he is able to be with us. And by the way, guys, happy Thanksgiving. Even though Thanksgiving already passed, but happy after Thanksgiving to everybody out there. Hope you had an incredible Thanksgiving. Last night I had a very incredible Thanksgiving with my family. It was very satisfying to have my entire family around. So I'm finally able to see my brother, who actually did move, and I already told you guys about it. So it was satisfying to see him. It was awesome. So Alex, you're back with us. Welcome to the stream. This is our first podcast since September. Actually, since September. 2 months without a podcast. It is finally great to see you. How are you doing, man?
Wait. I'm doing good. I had a good Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone who celebrates it. We're thankful for everyone here. We're blessed to be here. And yeah, I had a good time in Nashville with my dad's side of the family. If you guys haven't, go watch my latest vlogs, my latest videos I shot at Dynamite. And yeah, overall, it was a good couple of days. Oh, good Thanksgiving. And yeah, man. But back to work. With starting today with the podcast and then tomorrow with Survivor Series. So
absolutely, bro.
Should be fun. Yeah.
I already showed this to Alex, but yes, I'm rocking myself the brand new Kevin Durant used to rock his H-Town jersey, which they're using that this season. So I'm sure Alex is enjoying that, even though yes, he beat my Stephen Curry in the Warriors on Wednesday. But I'm gonna wear this swipe. I'm gonna wear this swipe for this one. I'm gonna wear this swipe. And yes, I did saw the game, the Dallas Cowboys against the Kansas City Chiefs. And man, the Chiefs are in trouble. They are in trouble. If they lose, I think it's if they lose 2 more games, they're basically done. Actually, I think.
They lose. No, they lose one more, they're done.
One more, and it's against actually not the Texans, because the Texans do play on Sunday, so they're gonna face them right afterwards. So
yeah,
I think actually their next game's against the Texans. Because Chiefs play last night and Texans play on Sunday. So the week that comes afterwards, we got the Chiefs and the Texans. So if the Texans are able to beat their Chiefs are done for the season, basically. And we don't have to see the Chiefs in the playoffs. So that's going to be interesting, and we're going to see how that goes. And yes, we got more NBA Cups tonight. The Rockets, I don't think that they qualify for the NBA Cup. I think they're 2-2, if I'm not mistaken. Or if they do, it depends on how the other teams do, but I don't think the Rockets will get into the NBA Cup.
Well, the Rockets are eliminated.
Yeah, Rockets.
Because we needed the Trailblazers.
Well, actually, if the Nuggets lose tonight, I don't know who they face tonight. I'm gonna check that right now, actually, because the Nuggets do have one more game to play, and this against the Spurs. The Spurs are 2-1, so if they lose, well, they're basically eliminated. But the Nuggets win, they clinch themselves a spot in the play-in. So, Rockets are basically eliminated, and so did the Warriors. So technically, but whoever won that game will be useless for the NBA Cup, but it still counts as a regular season. So yeah, guys, hope you guys enjoy tonight's stream. We're gonna have a great time tonight. I know there's 4 matches. Yeah, there's 4 matches, unfortunately. Yes, 4 matches. Unlike AEW that they did 8 matches. They did half of those. And since there's 4 matches, I do got more discussions on my notes that I want to get into. For example, we got the John Cena tournament and his final match coming up, which we're going to talk about the controversial situation that we just saw, and the fact that Penta's injured and Sheamus is also injured. They both been pulled from the tournament, so now the tournament got a little bit different, and we're gonna have to wait to see how that goes. And we're gonna discuss who should be John Cena's final opponent for his final match at Saturday night's main event on December 13th. We're also going to discuss some AEW Continental Classic, which we got the lineups for both gold and blue weeks. So that should be interesting to talk about. And we're also going to talk about a little bit of Full Gear, which we did saw Full Gear last week. I was streaming the show, and so did Alex, and we both watched the show last week. So we're going to talk about a little bit about what things we did like, what things we didn't like. So if y'all interested in that, y'all can stick around after we finish off with the predictions. And last but not least, we got the unfortunate SmackDown pre-tape dog shit results. So I'm sure y'all already know what's happening on that show. And also we have a AAA event, which it features my GOAT, Rey Mysterio, is on the show tonight, actually, at AAA's show tonight. I forgot what was the name. But Ray's going to make the flight all the way to Survivor Series. I don't know if he's going to be there or not, but yes, he'll most likely be there. Because it's in San Diego, for fuck's sake. Well, Ray will not show up in San Diego. His son is present tomorrow. So, anyways, without further ado, guys, welcome to the stream. I see y'all in the chat. Nathaniel says my Lakers are winning the championship. I mean, they have a very good chance, honestly, but if you don't beat the Thunder, I don't know what to tell you, bro. Steve was in trouble too, Chris. Yeah, Steve was also in trouble. They lose 2 more games, they're basically done. Eagles, you guys are fucking dog shit, by the way. Yeah, the Eagles lost tonight, by the way. That was funny. The defending champs. We'll see tonight. Nathaniel says, Alex, do you want to see Becky win versus Stephanie at WrestleMania? What do you think?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind it. I think that'll be a great match and a great title program. So we'll see what happens there. And yeah.
All right. I'll actually answer that afterwards. Ben Johnson, remember that your bitch said about your B2A to those fucking Bears next week. I can't fucking wait. So yeah. Nathaniel, I'll actually answer that question from AEW when we get to the AEW stuff later on the stream. So I'll get that back. And yes, Durant, welcome to the stream. How you doing, man? Anyways, let's discuss some WarGames predictions. We got 4 matches on the card. I will check y'all the entire lineup here. So yes, the lineup is officially here. WarGames will be in San Diego tomorrow night. I think it's a 7 p.m. Eastern, if I'm not mistaken. So my guess it will be 8 p.m. Eastern, which is not bad actually. I would take it honestly. So it's not the worst thing in the world. And yes, 4 matches, and there's unfortunately one match that I do not want to see on this show, and I think y'all know what it is. But yes, Alex, I think this shouldn't even be a question, but I also ask, what is the one match you're looking forward the most? By the way, what is the one match?
I'm looking. I'm honestly, if you think about it, I'm looking forward to the men's War Games match.
Mm-hmm.
I think that is a crazy lineup outside of a couple people,
Some Paul
but
Rose.
I get why they're in the match. Um, so yeah, my second favorite is either the War Games match or the John Cena and Dominic Mysterio match. It'll be very interesting to see how that plays out.
Right.
Because we know Cena isn't going to be the IC champion for long, so will he keep the title pass up until the last time it's now, or will they actually give it back to Dominic? But I feel like I'm gonna save it for when we get to that match. So
Yeah, it's okay.
yeah.
Yes, the one match we don't want to see, and I'm sure you're gonna agree with this, is that Nikki Bella versus Stephanie Vaquer match. Yes, I know. It's a Stephanie Vaquer match. Sure, we love Stephanie Vaquer, but look who
Oh
she's
yeah.
facing, bro. Look who she's facing, bro.
Yeah.
Like, who invited her, bro? Who invited Nikki to Survivor Series, bro? The match that made sense here was Stephanie versus Raquel Rodriguez. That's the match that I think it would make more sense because Raquel, actually no, my fault, Roxanne, because Roxanne did pin, Steph. I don't know if she pinned Stephanie Vaquer, but yeah, she technically got the win against Stephanie Vaquer, not one but twice. So there should be one facing Stephanie Vaquer. I thought it would be Roxanne Perez, but no, she's not there, and it's kind of weird thinking that Nikki Bella deserves a shot more than Roxanne Perez does. And Raquel, I think she lost already, so I'm like, well, Raquel face her. So I think the most sense here will be Stephanie Vaquer and Roxanne Perez. I don't know why they did do that. So, but now Nikki Bella is a heel, so we're gonna see how that goes. And by the way, I think I fucked up my fucking headset. Wait, never mind. It was on me. It was actually me. But yeah, Nikki Bella, unfortunately, she's there. And I don't know why she's there. But anyway, let's get into the matches. 4 matches in there. I think Survivor Series, even though we got that match, it should be a pretty solid show. I think it will be a pretty solid show. I think it will be good, solid, around that. I wouldn't say it will be great because of that Stephanie match. And depending on how that Women's War Games goes, because over the years, Women's War Games have been good, Women's War Games have been bad. So it's like in between. I'm between in the middle to see if these women can pull it off. But right now, the most exciting match for me is obviously the men's War Games match. I always told y'all already, the men's War Games match is absolutely stacked. So that's all I'm gonna say. Anyways, let's get into the matches. First match that we're gonna discuss here is the women's War Games match. So we got on Team AJ, we got, of course, AJ. We got Rhea Ripley. We got Charlotte Flair. We got Io Sky. And we got Bliss. And Team Becky, we got Asuka. We got Becky, of course. Kyrie saying, Lash Legend, by the way. Lash Legend is competing on her very first match, by the way. She hasn't had a match on the main roster. And yes, her first match on the main roster will be at Survivor Series. It's kind of crazy to think about it. And of course, Nia Jax. I don't know why Nia Jax is sitting here, by the way. Nia Jax doesn't belong in a War Games match, especially about her performance last year in the Women's War Games. Her performance last year was arguably one of the worst in history. So I don't know why the hell they invited Nia Jax again to the Women's War Games. But I kind of get at the same time, she's from San Diego, so I'm assuming sure. Probably the reason that they brought Nia Jax into the Women's War Games. So, yes, Becky Lynch and AJ got in there last minute. Becky Lynch did lose the Intercontinental title to Maxine Dupree a few weeks ago. And AJ and Becky are still going to continue their feud heading into WarGames. So I'm assuming they're gonna have themselves a one-on-one match anytime in the future. Maybe a Saturday night's main event. Probably they're gonna book that AJ Lee and Becky Lynch as Saturday night's main event. Unless they want to say that for the Rumble, or I don't know why they would do it at WrestleMania. I mean, that's pretty late, if I'm being honest with you. But probably the places that make sense are Saturday night's main event and the Royal Rumble. Most likely Saturday night's main event, which that's where John Cena's gonna wrestle. So, Alex, I'm gonna start with you. Who's gonna win this women's War Games match? I think this could be interesting, honestly, in my opinion. So, what do you got in this War Games match?
I got the. I got the baby faces winning that one. I honestly do. The Rhea's team. Yeah, I think they're gonna win that one. And AJ and Becky, they'll continue feuding throughout the rest of the year. This could probably a one-on-one program going into WrestleMania. I can see that. I don't know what they're doing with Charlotte and Alexa. It looks like I don't know if they're gonna say a tag team or trend towards a breakup. I don't know. Because usually once, one of the women's tag teams lose the tag team titles, they break up. EO, man, I do not know what they're really gonna do with her either. Do you get her back into the title picture after this? I honestly don't know. I can see them doing it, but they did not treat Io Sky's main roster title reigns, both of them, not so good. So
no.
And then Rhea, WWE's been teasing Stephanie Vaquer versus Rhea Ripley for the championship.
Yeah.
And that's something we could see at WrestleMania too. So you can start building towards that by having Rhea's won the Royal Rumble. Would that be?
Yeah, she's already won back in 2023.
And has she won an Elimination Chamber match?
No.
Okay, so maybe she can win Elimination Chamber next year and then go from there.
Exactly.
So yeah.
All right. Rhea Ripley doesn't need to win the Royal Rumble. I think that should be left for somebody else to win it. So I'm gonna let y'all decide who should win the Royal Rumble, and that's a different discussion we can discuss at some point later on as we get closer to the Rumble, which unfortunately will be in Saudi Arabia, by the way, the Royal Rumble next year. And I don't know why the hell they made that decision, knowing it is one of the WWE's biggest shows. But one thing for sure we can tell is that they're doing it for the money. They're doing it for the money because, Saudi pays you big time. And that's why they're doing it, unfortunately. They're going to do the same with WrestleMania. But it's not going to lie. I mean, visiting Saudi Arabia and visiting the area, which was honestly great. I mean, honestly, guys, you already saw what it feels like, what it was like. And Saudi Arabia itself was great, honestly. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
So, I mean, me and my brother have been discussing, hey, why shouldn't we go to Saudi Arabia instead of Las Vegas? Because here's the thing. Las Vegas tickets, by the way, Black Friday sales, they actually dropped the tickets a little bit lower, by the way. Now they dropped where I sat last on WrestleMania this year. It was $1,200 plus the taxes. That's $1,500. So $1,500 for my tickets. This time they drop it all the way to just under $1,000 for everything, including taxes and everything. So $1,000 for just sitting there. Exactly where I'm sitting at, and they actually got a couple more specials. There's one actually a little bit closer to the ring. That's also under $1,000. But the worst seating in the house is $700, and I'm like, Like,
What?
yeah, $700. It's like the worst scene before is $700, and the one where I'm sitting at is only $200 higher. And I'm like, yeah, these seats don't make sense though. They actually don't make sense. And there's some seats that are actually like way far where I'm sitting at, and they cost even way more expensive than my tickets. It's like these tickets are so weird, bro. They're like all messed up. I don't know. I don't know why they did that. But the thing is, since I already experienced Las Vegas, I don't know if I should visit it again. The only reason I would do it is because I don't know what's happening with Ray next year. I don't know if he's retiring next year or they're gonna save it for later, which I'm assuming they're gonna save it for later because he did miss out a little bit of time due to this injury. So I'm assuming he's gonna miss out. And plus, he's helping a lot with AAA, so I'm assuming he's gonna stick around a little bit more. So, as far as tickets goes, I think, well, not think, but yeah, me and my brother has been discussing for quite some time now about the fact that instead of going to Las Vegas next year, us thinking of going to Saudi Arabia.
Well, if you're gonna go to Saudi Arabia, you better plan that trip out now, cause
Yeah, I know. We're gonna plan that like with time. As soon as it's already announced. But the ticket price, I don't know when the hell they're gonna be, announced. I'm assuming it's gonna be October next year, like they usually do. But me and my brother are actually thinking about going to WrestleMania in Saudi Arabia, by the way. Which here's the thing. I know people don't like the fact, hey, WrestleMania in Saudi Arabia, but at the same time, the place is cool, the area is cool.
Yeah.
And probably the issue that the fans have is the fans from there, from Saudi Arabia. That's probably what I think is the reason for the IWC, the fans over there. The fact that since the fans are not that great, that's totally false. I mean, you saw the last couple PLEs, the fans have actually been pretty good, honestly. And the crowd's been more electric than before. So, I know it's Saudi Arabia, but at the same time, it's like, the place is cool. The stage should be cool. I mean, the money is going to be there, so I'm assuming they're going to do something special there. The only thing, though, the prices. I'm going to see how those prices going out. Because those prices might be either way more expensive than the ones from this year, or maybe they could be the same. So, and the thing is, it's outside, Las Vegas. So that's another reason. So,
yeah. I'm trying to do Elimination Chamber in Chicago in February.
Yeah.
But man, the tickets are just so expensive. Like they want 600 and 500, and even the nosebleeds, the lowest ticket is like, let me check. The lowest ticket is like $300 for a nosebleed seat. I'm thinking, bro, am I ever going to get to experience a PLE live in person? Because I haven't been to one since Backlash in May. And I thought to myself, was I even going to get into that show? I mean, it looks like I'm going to have to go and drop. I'm going to have to go and drop anywhere from $500 to $700 on a ticket.
You're thinking about going to Elimination Chamber, right?
Yeah.
Elimination Chamber. That's it? Oh, is that?
That's in Chicago. That's February 28th.
Yeah. But did you mention another one? Another event?
No, the last time I went to a PLE was Backlash.
Okay, yeah.
And I'm thinking to myself, if I was to go to an AEW pay-per-view,
yeah,
my chances are 99.99% I can get into that show.
Exactly.
So that's why I've been going to a lot of AEW shows instead of WWE, because they're just more AEW shows. You get more for what you're paying for, and they're just easier to get into.
And actually make that 100% because the tickets are way cheaper.
Yeah.
They're way cheaper.
Yeah.
They got more matches, but here's the thing. Match wise, that's if you like to just have fun at a show and not have like 4 matches on one show. Like, here's the thing. Like, one company has very few. I don't know how to like say it, but one company does very little. Actually, one company does very little, and one company does way too much.
Yeah.
Both companies don't have like a balance, and you want at least around the 6 match mark, 6 matches, 7 matches on the pay-per-view. Not like Tony Khan, who posts out 10 matches. Actually, 14. You want to include the pre-show, and WWE out here pulling just 4 matches, even 5 sometimes. So it's like none of these companies have a balance. You want some balance on these pay-per-views, and none of these companies are doing that right now. So it's like, sure, now AEW dropped them to 8 matches, and you just want to talk about the main show, which is fine with me, honestly. 8 matches is just about fine, but the matches last way too long, man. Every match doesn't need to last fucking 30 minutes, bro. Every fucking match. And you know what's the funniest part? The main event actually ends up being the most disappointing one. Back-to-back pay-per-views where the main event is actually being the worst match of the night. And it's fucking ridiculous. Like, that's the one match you advertise the most, and that's the one match that actually ends up being the shittiest, bro. Like, we just saw it with Heyman Samoa Joe. The match was not good. I thought it was terrible with what they did. They even used the cage, and they got people involved somehow in the cage, which I don't know how you do that, knowing the cage is locked. I'm assuming they fucking attacked the referees and shit, but, bro, it's still a fucking cage. Nobody should be involved in the steel cage. And yet, they still got involved in the steel cage, and they got a fuckery here with Hook. I don't get it, bro. I don't get it.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense, bro. But I'm not going to talk about AEW right now. We can say that for a little bit later.
Yeah.
Because it's a waste of my time. Anyways. Yeah. I'm just being truthful with you guys. So, yeah. Prediction-wise, I'm going with Team AJ on this one. So, yeah. Team AJ is going to win. I just don't see the heel suits. I mean, you can compare both teams. Bro, the babyface team is fucking stacked as hell, bro. Look at that team, bro. You got 5 of the best in the world right now. Seriously. Rhea Ripley, who is the most over woman in the entire, in all professional wrestling. You want to talk about women's only. Women's only, Rhea Ripley is number 1. Like, there's nobody more over right now in the pro wrestling industry than Rhea Ripley. By far. Rhea Ripley is number 1. And you got AJ, who is also back, and she's actually catching up to her, honestly, with her recent appearances in the crowd reactions, actually, which obviously she's, in my opinion, the best 2010s women's champion. Women's champion, Divas champion, whatever you want to call it, because she was Divas champion, not women's champion. But I thought she was the best champion in the 2010s. That's just my opinion, because her reign was actually fantastic. And the things that she did in her full year reign as champion, she was fantastic. Better than anything else that happened later in the years as it went on. So we got Charlotte Flair, who is 14-time women's champion. Io Sky, who's honestly been the best women's professional wrestler in 2025, in my honest opinion. And we got Lesnar Bliss, who is a veteran here, who has had one of the best, actually, 2010s women's champions. I think she's only behind AJ Lee, in my opinion. I think AJ's number 1 and Lesnar Bliss number 2 as one of the best title reigns of the 2010s if we're talking about women's only. So, yes, Lesnar Bliss is also in the conversation. And, yeah, as we talk about the heels, I mean, you got Lash Legend, who is the newly upcomer. She has no experience in the women's WarGames, so that's already a disadvantage. Nia Jax hasn't won a WarGames match. I don't think she didn't win last year, actually. No, she didn't win last year. Both babyface teams won last year. So yes, Nia Jax hasn't won a women's WarGames. Kabuki Sane, Asuka, sure, they're women's tag team champions, but it's not going to be enough to beat 5 of the best on the women's roster. And of course, you got Becky Lynch, who Becky Lynch is looking for revenge on AJ Lee after suffering not just the submission loss back in September at WrestlePalooza, and also recently dropping the Intercontinental title because of AJ Lee. So, yes, Becky Lynch is the only one lock in, if I'm being honest with you. And yes, you want some spoilers? Yes, Asuka did lose to Charlotte Flair, by the way. Charlotte Flair, who is a third team option, by the way, who is a third team option. She loses Queen to Charlotte, by the way. Asuka should have won this match. Who is a way higher focused talent right now than Charlotte is. Charlotte is literally a third team option, not a first team option, and that third team option beats the second to first team option in Asuka. It's like, bro, you just buried the fucking heels with Charlotte beating Asuka Queen. It doesn't make sense to me. So, yes, babyface team will win that match, and that's all I can say about the women's division. Who's gonna challenge Stephanie Vaquer? That's one thing we're gonna discuss later on, because whatever happens here is actually could be a look at your new challenger after Nikki Bella. So we're gonna see about that. Anyway, let's continue with our next match, which our next match will be John Cena taking on Dirty Dominic Mysterio for the Intercontinental Championship. So let's do the polls here, and I'm gonna set up the poll for you guys so y'all can set it up here. And yes, Dirty Dom will compete. I think this second time, third time, not sure if I'm not sure how many times he is, but yes, I think this is the second, third match in his hometown of San Diego. Yes, Dirty Dom will be in his backyard, San Diego, taking on John Cena, by the way. So that match, the crowd's going to be electric for that match. I think that's going to be the most electric the crowd's going to be on the entire show. Most likely even hyper than the men's WarGames, even though the men's WarGames is a more stacked match. But if we're talking about the crowd itself, I think they're going to be more electric for that Dirty Dom and John Cena match. Because on one hand, Dirty Dom is in his hometown, and John Cena is the most over guy right now on the roster. So it's like, you got two very over wrestlers right now in John Cena and Dirty Dom Mysterio. So I'm going to start with the predictions. And I think this is a very tough one because I don't know if you want to have John Cena lose twice in his last two matches, or do you want to have John Cena win that match and then defend it against whoever wins the tournament in the John Cena tournament, which I think is going to be actually, I'm going to say that when we get to the tournament predictions. But the thing is, do you want to have John Cena entering his last match as champion, or do you want to drop the title at Survivor Series? And honestly, with the way things are looking, I don't know if I see Dominic Mysterio lose twice to John Cena. I'll be honest with you. Even though Dirty Dom shouldn't beat John Cena Queen, but I think there's going to be some fuckery here. What kind of fuckery? That's one thing I'm going to discuss right now. So, yes, Dominic Mysterio will win the match. I'll say that right now. Dominic Mysterio will win the match. He'll win back the Intercontinental Championship in his hometown of San Diego. But what's going to happen? Do you guys see Rey getting involved and kind of screw things up? Do you see somebody else interfere? That's something that's going to be interesting. And I don't know, you want to have Gunther in the midst. I don't know, you want to have Gunther in the midst and actually cause John Cena to win. Or do you think Rey Mysterio actually gets involved and actually fuck things over? Which, that's something that I'm actually interested in seeing. But if I had to make a guess, because the tournament doesn't end not after Survivor Series. So after Survivor Series, we still got the semifinals match and the finals. So I don't think we shouldn't be discussing about who should be interfering from the tournament. So the thing is, maybe Rey does show up, and maybe there can be some fuckery here. Maybe Rey accidentally causes some sort of a distraction with the referee, which can cause a Dominic Mysterio win. So I'm gonna go with that. I think Rey comes out. He kind of maybe Dominic tries to cheat. Rey comes out, and then the referee trying to get it out, and then Dominic he uses whatever weapon he wants to use, because he's obviously going to use some sort of a weapon, and maybe a Grande Americano actually helps out because El Grande Americano actually is teaming up with Dominic Mysterio at the next AAA event coming up in December. So El Grande Americano could be another person that could be involved in this. So Ray comes out, maybe the referee gets distracted. El Grande Americano actually helps him out. Dominic Mysterio uses whatever weapon he has to use to John Cena. And Dominic Mysterio actually gets the victory there and crowns himself the new Intercontinental Championship. So WWE is probably going to do that. They're probably going to have some sort of a fuckery here. And Dominic Mysterio, with the distractions from both Ray and El Gran Americano, I think Dominic's going to win back the Intercontinental Championship from John Cena. And we're going to see who John Cena faces in the tournament as we finish up the tournament. And then we get to Saturday night's main event. So when we're done with the stream, we're going to discuss who should win the tournament and what's going to play out in John Cena's retirement match. So as of right now, I'm going to leave it with this. Dominic Mysterio retains the becomes the new Intercontinental Champion 2 times. So yeah, Alex, I will leave things up to you. Who do you think should win this match and why?
Man. So it's telling me Cena could retain. And then something else telling me Dom could get the title back.
Right.
I don't think Liv is not ready. I don't think Liv would be ready to come back to the Rumble.
No.
So, no. But if anybody was to come and help, it would be Roxanne.
Oh, Roxanne. Okay.
Yeah.
Roxanne. Why do you think though?
Because that's been the one that's been. She been all up on Dom. I'll tell you what though, she doing shit behind Liv's back, and tell you Liv's gonna get her.
Wow. Okay.
And you know, honestly, I think Cena. I would like Cena to retain.
Same.
I don't want him dropping his first title defense. But I want Cena to retain. And I think he'll drop it obviously on his last match. And I think he'll drop it to Gunther. My prediction was Sheamus, but he got injured. And he can't compete in the tournament anymore. So which sucks because Sheamus, I remember December 13th, 2009. It was Sheamus versus John Cena for the WWE Championship at TLC 2009. And that date was on December 13th. And Sheamus defeated John Cena for it. I believe that was to capture his first WWE Championship. And then, it would have been a full circle moment if he came back on December 13th, 2025 and beat John Cena for the only title he's never won. That was the Intercontinental Championship. And it's just a bummer that Sheamus can't be in it no more. And I'm hoping he's getting better and hope he has a good recovery.
Yeah, same.
But I think John Cena retains. And he'll go on to drop the championship to Gunther at Saturday's main event on December 13th.
Here's one issue I have. The thing is, Gunther, we're gonna discuss this later on. But I want to actually bring this out right now. The thing is that Gunther beats John Cena, and he becomes Intercontinental Championship when he already won the World Championship. It's like he's downgrading himself into a mid-card championship, and that's an issue I have. Like, he shouldn't be going after mid-card championships. He should be going after major championships. We're talking about WWE Championship. We're talking about World Heavyweight Championships. You want to actually make the discussion about having Gunther become World Champion again, but that's not what I think is going to happen. I think Gunther's going after the WWE Championship at some point. Yeah. Whether it's WrestleMania, whether it's Royal Rumble, whether it's Saturday Night's main event. Well, actually, not Saturday Night's main event, not the case. But afterwards, after Saturday Night's main event, that's what I'm talking about. But at some point, we're gonna see Gunther in that spot for the WWE Championship, and he doesn't need a world title. That's just my opinion. So, if there's one guy that should be going after the WWE Championship, it's that man right there, Gunther. He shouldn't be the Intercontinental Championship. He shouldn't be. So that's why I'm picking Dominic Mysterio to win, because it's that same reason. Because I just don't want to see John Cena drop the Intercontinental Championship on his final match. It just doesn't make sense to me. You want to make it a big deal? You want to pass it to the next generation? Even though Gunther's actually 38 years old, you want to make the case with Gunther. But the thing is, John Cena shouldn't drop the title on his last match. But at the same time, he shouldn't lose his very last 2 matches. But the thing is, one way or another, he's going to have to, unfortunately. And Dominic Mysterio, in my case, I think he's going to retain that championship, beat John Cena, win the title, and then whoever comes out of the tournament faces John Cena in a singles match, but not for the championship. Or here's the thing: if it wasn't Gunther in the last match against John Cena, then sure, maybe John Cena can actually defend that title against whoever else comes out of the tournament. But no, it might be Gunther's in this case, and Gunther winning the Intercontinental title when he already won the world title. It just doesn't make sense to me. It's like he's downgrading himself from a major championship to a mid-card championship. It doesn't make sense to me. That's just my opinion.
I just think they did a whole creative. I just think this thing has been a whole creative failure. I really do think this way.
Yeah, I do.
And I honestly, what if LA Knight came out with this? Or what if a guy like Carmelo Hayes or somebody else?
I'll be excited for that.
But no, they want to keep going to Jey Uso and all these other guys.
Oh God, Jesus Christ!
and I saw the spoiler. I'm like, how the fuck did this dude beat Rusev in the tournament? Oh my goodness!
Chat, should we pull the song? I don't know if you heard it already. I know Chat did, but you haven't heard it yet. I don't know if Chat, should we do it actually? Let me know in the chat below. Let me know we should do it afterwards. But yes, this is literally a Triple H failure that he did with this tournament and with this booking. I'm not liking what he's doing so far with this tournament. So we're gonna discuss the tournament where we're done with predictions. So yes, Dirty Dom retains. Alex said John Cena retains. Actually, Dominic Mysterio wins the Intercontinental Championship. I just keep getting confused that Dominic fucking lost the championship recently when he shouldn't. That's just my opinion. But yes, Dominic Mysterio is going to win the championship. John Cena, in Alex's case, will retain the championship. So we're actually messed up here. So we're going to see how that goes. And yeah. Nathaniel says, if it's Cena versus Jey Uso on December 13th, I'm laughing my ass up. Bro, please don't.
Crazy.
I swear to God, please don't say that, bro. Please don't say Jey Uso and Cena, bro. I'll fucking crash out. I want to read the chat actually a little bit. I got Charlotte, Rhea, Io, Lesnar, and AJ winning. I got Babyface winning with Charlotte Flair pinning Becky. Charlotte Flair pinning Becky? No. I don't know about that. I'm sorry. I think AJ's actually pinning Becky again, most likely. I think that might be the case. I just don't see anything else outside of that, so I'm probably gonna go with that. AJ pinning Becky, probably. Why is Nikki Bella getting a championship match? Well, guess what? We're gonna discuss that right now because that's actually our next match that we're gonna discuss on this show. What if Paige returns in the women's WarGames? Paige is not returning in the women's WarGames. It's not gonna happen. I'm sorry. She's returning. It's at the Royal Rumble. So if y'all want to be happy and seeing Paige around, then she's most likely returning at the Rumble. So yes, Paige is gonna come back at some point. That's for sure. I think Don wins with the help from Liv. I don't think Liv is returning, so that's for sure. Edge, what if Edge is a Survivor Series? Just kidding. He said just kidding. So Edge is not gonna be at Survivor Series, bro. I'm sorry. He's still under contract with AEW. So they're not going to make it happen. And plus, WWE didn't call Edge at all. They didn't even make contact with him. So, I want John Cena to win, honestly. Same. I want John Cena to win. We all want John Cena to win. We don't want him to fucking lose at Survivor Series, but it's gonna happen. And yes, let's just move on to our next match. And yeah, let's get into it. So we got now the unfortunate match, the polar bear match of this show. Stephanie Vaquer and Nikki Bella. We got on this show. I'm not gonna make the polls because we all know who's gonna win. And I'm not I'm not gonna waste my time here with saying who's gonna win or not. But yes, Stephanie Vaquer is gonna win this match. That's obviously the case. I just don't understand why this predictable match is on the show. This is mostly served. This is best served, actually. Best served for a Monday Night Raw match. That's just my opinion. A best served match for a Monday Night Raw match. You could have added any other match possible. You could even added the Survivor Series 5-on-5 match that is happening tonight. Pre-tape, by the way. The pre-tape Survivor Series match. That should have happened at Survivor Series because it's a Survivor Series match. So why wouldn't a Survivor Series match be on the show, right? But no, they're treating this like the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal thing when it was hosted at WrestleMania. But no, they're putting it on the fucking night before WrestleMania, which it doesn't make sense with me. And now they're doing the same with the 5-on-5 Survivor Series match, and they're putting it on SmackDown. Why is that even a thing? Why you're ruining the prestige of the 5-on-5 Survivor Series match that has been done for 30 plus years, and now you're putting it on a SmackDown? Vince McMahon would never do this, by the way. That's just me. Vince McMahon would absolutely never put a 5-on-5 Survivor Series match on a SmackDown. And look at Triple H now. Triple H booking this 5-on-5 match for a random SmackDown. It doesn't make sense with me. I don't know why the fuck you did this. And it is honestly ruined the prestige of the 5-on-5 elimination match. Like, why? Just why? Why is this even a case? This match that's happening on SmackDown tonight should be the match that should be booked as Survivor Series. Should be placed for this match right here. Stephanie Vaquer versus Nikki Bella, bro. Like, I don't know why the hell is this match even there. But yes, speaking on this match, I mean, Nikki Bella is now a heel. She's been a heel for a couple weeks. And even because of that, that's the reason that she got a title match. It's like, you attack somebody, you get yourself a title match. Boom. Title match official. Official title match. I'm going to beat the shit out of this woman. And boom, immediate title match. It's the same case for Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre attacked Cody Rhodes multiple times, and he gets somehow a title match. He didn't even have to earn it, just attack the person, and he gets an immediate title match. Typical Triple H booking right here, bro. I don't understand it, bro. I don't understand it. Like, Roxanne Perez had 2 wins against Stephanie Vaquer's team, and somehow she didn't got herself a title match. So I thought myself, Roxanne should be the one getting a title match with Stephanie Vaquer, right? He should be one getting the match with Stephanie Vaquer. Raquel not, because Raquel already lost to Stephanie Vaquer. So I thought myself, Roxanne should be the one, right? And Roxanne somehow didn't even made it to the Survivor Series card, and instead Nikki Bella skipped the line and went on to business for herself, most likely. Actually, I shouldn't say that because she doesn't book the matches, but Triple H, specifically to you, bro. What is this, bro? You had Roxanne Perez beat Stephanie Vaquer's team, not one, but twice, and somehow she doesn't get herself a title match at Survivor Series, bro. Fantastic booking, triple fraud, bro. Lacey Levesque. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't understand. So, Alex, do you have any thoughts? Any thoughts on this match that is happening in Survivor Series? Do you have any thoughts?
I agree with you. Like, why are we giving Nikki Bella a title shot and she has not won a match since coming back? Raquel, you couldn't book Roxanne. You couldn't book nobody else, but no, you had to book Nikki Bella out of all people, and you stepping up to the #1 women's professional wrestler in the world Okay, you finna step up and you finna get your ass dropped. At the end of the day, the words are gonna come out, and still Women's World Champion Stephanie Vaquer.
That's right. As I have another question. Who should be going after Stephanie Vaquer afterwards? Because here's the thing. Rhea Ripley and Stephanie Vaquer, that's the match for WrestleMania. Rhea Ripley and Stephanie Vaquer, that's the match for WrestleMania. So Rhea Ripley is gonna get that that match secured when she wins the Chamber. I don't think she's not winning the Rumble. She's most definitely winning the Chamber. And Rhea Ripley is gonna face Stephanie Vaquer at WrestleMania. But there's still a few months left for that match to happen. We still got December to get into. We got January and we got February. And we got March. So who is gonna face Stephanie Vaquer during that stretch? That's just my question. So what do you think? What do you think?
Well, Stephanie could get Roxanne earlier in the year, and then Stephanie can get. It wouldn't shock me if they did Stephanie and Becky. Like, I wouldn't be mad at either. You know, if they want to run Stephanie versus Becky at WrestleMania, if they want to run Stephanie and Rhea at WrestleMania, I would not be mad at it. Honestly, if they ran one of those two matches, I might actually be convinced to go to Vegas just for that.
Becky's, huh?
Yeah.
You want more Becky than Rhea?
Honestly, I'll be okay with either.
Okay.
But I'm leaning towards Rhea.
Oh, okay.
So
I thought you said for a second you want more Becky than Rhea.
But whichever match they do at WrestleMania, it might give me. I might fuck around and go to this. I ain't gonna lie. Just for that one match.
Not gonna wipe with them the main events. Just saying.
Yeah.
I won't even mind it, bro.
Stephanie Vaquer and Rhea Ripley is a WrestleMania main event match.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And if any women's match main events WrestleMania, it should be those two women.
You got the most over woman in Rhea Ripley, and you got a future and already established and already over Stephanie Vaquer. So it's like you got all these Stephanie fans, you got all these Rhea fans. So it's like, man, like who should we towards lead to? Should we go with Stephanie? Should we go with Rhea? I already know my choice. That's just me. So I'm gonna discuss that when we get closer to WrestleMania. But yes, Rhea and Stephanie should be the match for WrestleMania. And yes, and you want to do Stephanie versus Becky Lynch at the Rumble, I wouldn't be mad about it. I wouldn't be mad. Stephanie versus Becky at the Rumble. Like, look at this stretch. They are Roxanne first, which that match is probably happening Saturday night's main events, or maybe on a random Raw in December. Then we get maybe Stephanie versus Becky at the Rumble, and then Stephanie versus Rhea at WrestleMania. Talking about a stretch for Stephanie Vaquer. Think about it, bro. Should be fantastic. And unless they want to do AJ versus Becky at the Rumble, which I think that's a little too late. That's just my opinion. I think they should just end the feud. That's not a nice main event. But you know, WWE, they're probably gonna extend this feud, and they're probably gonna extend it all the way to the Rumble. So unfortunately, that's gonna be the case. And my prediction, they're probably gonna do Stephanie versus actually no, it's not Stephanie, but AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch at the Rumble. That's just my opinion. And even though I think AJ Lee and Becky Lynch should compete in the Women's Rumble match, but that's just a feeling that I have. So maybe they don't do that at the Rumble then. Who knows? Or maybe they do it and I think Saturday night's main event. There's another Saturday night's main event in January, if I'm not mistaken. So this Saturday night's main event in January. Most likely they're gonna book Becky versus AJ there. So if they book it here, not gonna be mad about it. So that should be the match. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting how they book Stephanie's title reign, and I'm excited how that goes. So Nikki Bella, I mean, I don't know what's happening with her, honestly. If she loses, basically her heel run is once again a failure. which is basically going to be because she's not going to beat Stephanie Vaquer at all. So Nikki Bella might as well just turn back babyface because this heel run is just not going to work out. I'm just being real with you. It's not going to work out, bro. I'm sorry with you. Nikki Bella, bro, I don't know why they turned you heel in the first place, bro. They should just gave that shot to Roxanne Perez and we just get it over it, bro. But nah, you want to have Nikki Bella be a heel for one last time in her final run, right? This quote-unquote final run that she's having. I don't know when Nikki Bella's contract ends, but she made things official. This will be her final run in the company, and I don't know what they're going to do with her. I'm just being real. She's not going to win the Women's Championship after all. Whether it's the Women's World Championship or the WWE Women's Championship, she's not going to win another championship after all. I'll be honest with you. So, Nathaniel, he's saying, hey, Chris and Alice, how would you feel if Bray Bella cost Stephanie the match? Really?
No.
Really? We're talking about botch mode coming up at Survivor Series. Please, bro. Please.
That would be terrible, and that would be a top 3 worst booking decision under Triple H.
Yeah, not even that. Probably the worst booking of the year. If they book Brie Bella.
Yes.
In that situation. Chris, are you going to wear Nikki Bella gear? Okay, bro. What is that question, bro?
No.
Bro. What is that question, bro? Let me put my mic closer. What is that question, bro? Bro, I am never, and I mean never gonna wear Nikki Bella merch. Or you want to say Nikki Bella gear? I am never in my life gonna wear Nikki Bella gear, bro. In my life. So please, if I don't know if I should delete this comment. I don't know if I should delete this comment. But please, remove this comment because I don't want to do it, bro. Please. No, thank you, bro. No gracias, bro. No gracias. Okay? Anyway, as we continue with the show, Nathaniel saying the worst booking decision. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the worst booking decision. If Bray Bella is actually into the mist, it's probably gonna be one of, if not the worst booking decision under the Triple H administration. So, please, Triple H, if you're watching this, bro, you ball drop, bro, please do not do it, bro. Or else you're gonna be. Actually, I don't know if I have it here, but I don't think so. Anyway, I don't care. That's fine with me. But the thing is, we're not gonna make it happen. So, yeah. Anyways, let's move on to our final match of this show, which the last match on this show is the biggest WarGames, honestly, in the history of WarGames. Because look at this fucking lineup, bro. My fucking god, bro. This WarGames match is absolutely stacked, bro. This lineup is absolutely ridiculous, bro. I cannot believe what I'm seeing, bro. So, let me put the poll here. Y'all got it there. And yes, we got, from the babyface side, we got World Heavyweight Champion CM Punk. WWE Champion Cody Rhodes. We got the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns. We got, unfortunately, Jey Uso, bro. And we got Jimmy Uso, bro. And on the heel side, we got the Beast. The Beast. El Campeón del Pueblo, Brock Lesnar. You got Braun Breaker. Big Bronson Reed. Logan Paul. And Drew McIntyre. That heel side, bro. My goodness, bro. That heels team is loaded. That's what I'm gonna say, bro. And so is the men's team outside of Jey Uso, bro, of course, and Jimmy. But especially Jey Uso. Man, this WarGames match is fucking stacked as hell, bro. I don't know how many times I'm gonna say it, but this WarGames match is gonna be an all-timer, just based on the lineup itself. And I'm gonna start with you on this one because I'm interested in seeing what you have to say about this match because this match is gonna be an all-timer, bro. like arguably the best WarGames match or the most stacked WarGames match in history, in my honest opinion. And I just want to see, what do you think about this match? Who's going to win this match? What could be the best case scenarios about this match? What could be the aftermaths? Who could be in line for championship matches? What the fuck is going to happen with this match, bro? Honestly. So, yeah. The floor is yours. What do you think?
I think they're going to give us the WrestleMania 42 main event in this match. because Roman and Punk and who else? Cody. I'm leaning towards it's going to be Roman and Punk in the main event of WrestleMania.
Right.
Because realistically, do you want to see another Roman and Cody match?
No.
Aren't they tied at one?
One apiece.
Don't they have like one apiece?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So you could end up seeing that again.
No.
But Roman is going to want Punk because I'm actually interested to see where this goes because I think Roman gets Punk at WrestleMania. And I don't want to see another Seth versus Punk match. I am done with that.
Yeah, we're finished, bro. and it's not happening. Seth Rollins is done.
Done. I am done with Seth Rollins versus CM Punk. Okay, this has been going on since CM Punk first came back to the company in November of 2023. Okay, it's been 2 years. Let's move on from this. Let's move away. So I want to see Roman and Punk. That's the rest. That should be the WrestleMania 42 main event.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what Cody's going to do at WrestleMania. I really don't know.
I know.
Unless you want to book a triple threat. Oh no. Randy Orton. Nope. Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes should be at WrestleMania 42.
Okay.
Because how have you not done Randy versus Cody when Cody was the champion? You're missing out. You're dropping the ball.
Mm-hmm.
So that should be your two men's world championship matches.
Okay.
Randy and Cody, and then Roman and Punk.
Fantastic.
I just put WrestleMania. I just put the WrestleMania main events for you.
And we're in November, by
Could
the
you
way.
could you imagine Roman and Punk, Cody and Randy, and Stephanie and Rhea, and Jade versus Bianca?
Yes.
Because I think that Jade got the title. They're waiting for Bianca to come back. Could you imagine those 4 marquee matches?
Sure.
So, I mean, that's easy money. Like in the words of KD, that's easy money.
Easy money sniper, bro.
Yeah, easy money sniper.
Wait. Speaking of easy money sniper, there it is. Easy money sniper, bro.
Oh,
you see me, bro? You see me? Easy money sniper, bro. Easy money.
Man, the number 35 is crazy, man.
Easy money, bro.
Oh, man.
Anything else you want to get into? You haven't even tell me who's gonna win, by the way.
Oh yeah. I low-key think the heels are gonna win. I think the heels are gonna win division, and Drew McIntyre and those guys. They can use the win. Jimmy and Jay, one of them can take the pin. I think Jimmy will do it. I got the heels winning.
Right. And do you have any other how can I say this? Any other things that could happen in this match, by the way? Any other things?
Nah,
Because
you know, because
I got a lot to say. That's all I'm gonna say.
and you know another thing Roman said it. Roman said this. I don't. He told Punk and Cody, I don't like you, and I don't like you. So who's to say they can't work with each other, and then they end up fucking over the baby faces? And you know, and they're the reason that their team lost the match because they couldn't work with each other and they couldn't cooperate.
That's fine.
And they let personal feelings get in the way.
That's fine.
I don't think Jay or Jimmy turning heel. I'm not. No.
What the hell wants to see
Because
that?
No, nobody wants to see them turn heel. Nathaniel, the last time we got a heel Uso versus a babyface Uso, oh my goodness. Never again.
Don't you dare remind me of that match, bro. Please.
Yeah.
Do not remind me of that match, bro. Please.
Yeah. Get them back as a tag team. Get Jay out of the solos division, out of the singles division, and get them back as a tag team. What are we doing here?
Exactly, bro. No need for them to be as a fucking solo, bro. Solo. Stupid. Alright. Let me cook real quick. Let me cook. Okay. So. Alright. First off, I'm gonna get out of the way. So I'll make it very clear to you guys who I'm going with. Yes, I'm going with the heels. Who's getting pinned? I'm saying Cody Rhodes. You heard it right. I'm saying Cody Rhodes because Drew McIntyre is going to finally have his revenge on Cody Rhodes. And he's going to pin Cody Rhodes. 1, 2, 3, middle of the ring. Queen. And you know, you saw Monday Night Raw, by the way. You saw Monday Night Raw on Monday, right?
Yeah.
Do you hear what Cody said? This is his team.
Yeah.
Brother, this is not your team, dumbass. Do you really think this is your team? And you're going to be the one to get pinned tomorrow night at Survivor Series? Yeah, that guy who is my team is going to get pinned tomorrow night by Drew McIntyre. I don't think Brock Lesnar should get the pin. Brock pinning Cody doesn't make sense at all. That's just my opinion. Braun Breaker pinning Cody doesn't make sense at all. Even though Braun Breaker pinning CM Punk makes sense, in my opinion. It makes sense. Because that lines up Braun Breaker going after CM Punk. But Cody's the main champ here. I mean, Cody has the biggest prize in all wrestling. So, you want to have the one guy who's wearing the main title get an unfortunate loss here, and I think Drew McIntyre is going to pin Cody Rhodes. So, as soon as Brock Lesnar is dealing with Roman Reigns, I think Braun Breaker is going to deal with CM Punk. Russ Reed with whoever, Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso, doesn't matter, Logan Paul, I don't care. Some people would be saying, oh, Logan Paul should take the pin. Oh, Jey Uso should take the pin. Oh, Jimmy Uso should take the pin. Jimmy Uso is probably the worst case scenario here. I mean, he has the least amount of momentum out of anybody in this match. So people are going to be saying, yeah, Jimmy Uso is going to take the pin. But that's too predictable. I don't want to go towards that. I don't want that. I know this is a prediction stream, but I don't think they want to have Jimmy Uso be the one to get pinned. That's just my opinion. And from the heel side, I mean, Logan Paul is the only one that's going to get sacrificed there as the one who might eat the pin. But in this case, I'll still say the heels win. So, that's what I'm saying. Drew McIntyre, who was back in WrestlePalooza, he got screwed. And then he was again at what is that show? I forgot the fucking name. I don't know if it was Clash in Paris or if it was no. It was in October. I forgot this fucking show. That happened in October. You're gonna have to check it out. WPO October. Jesus Christ. It was Crown Jewel. I can't believe I forgot about that. Yes. I don't know if they faced each other at Crown Jewel. I think they did, if I'm not mistaken, or not. Which, no, it was a Saturday Night's main event. My fault. Saturday Night's main event and WrestleMania. It was Drew McIntyre, Cody Rhodes both times, and Cody Rhodes won both times by fuckery. By the way, referee, I don't know what the fuck he was doing, but yes, Drew McIntyre was screwed not one but twice. So since Drew McIntyre is in this match and Cody is as well, the only thing I can think of is Drew McIntyre finally getting his revenge on Cody Rhodes. Hence Cody Rhodes 1, 2, 3, and let's say Brock Lesnar helps out Drew McIntyre a little bit, and maybe Braun Breaker as well. So most likely they're probably gonna take care of everybody else, not Nate Cody Rhodes. And Cody Rhodes probably gonna be standing all by himself, and then he's gonna get his ass demolished. And that's what Drew McIntyre is gonna take the pin. Play more 1, 2, 3. Pins Cody Rhodes tomorrow night at Survivor Series. That is the one guy that I think is going to get pinned here. And that's that man right there, Cody Rhodes. So, what are the cases here? So, CM Punk after Survivor Series. So, the thing is, I think Braun Breaker is going to go after CM Punk. That's just me. I think Braun Breaker is going to go after CM Punk. Sure, Roman Reigns can say, oh, he wants CM Punk or he wants Cody Rhodes, because I hear some reports that Roman Reigns might be teasing who he might face at WrestleMania, whether it's CM Punk or Cody Rhodes, and he's most likely going to pick CM Punk at WrestleMania. So, but the thing is, do I think the title's going to be involved? That's the question, because honestly, I don't think it won't be the case, because I think Braun Breaker is going to take that title from CM Punk at some point. Whether it's at the Royal Rumble, whether it's at the Chamber, whatever. But at WrestleMania, I don't see Braun Breaker and CM Punk go at it for the world title. That's just me. I don't think WWE is going to go towards a Braun Breaker versus CM Punk match at WrestleMania. I think they're going more of a Roman Reigns and CM Punk match at WrestleMania. So most likely before WrestleMania, CM Punk might drop that title to Braun Breaker, because Braun Breaker not only deserves it, but he should be going after a major title. So Braun Breaker might go after the world title, and God knows who he faces at WrestleMania for the world title. So we can discuss that at some point. So Roman Reigns, CM Punk, that's a match at WrestleMania. That's just my opinion. And Braun Breaker is probably going to take that championship at any point from now all the way to the Chamber, leading towards WrestleMania. So, Roman Reigns, I said he's going after CM Punk. The Usos, I think they should enter the tag team division once again. There's no reason for them to go as a solo's competitor. I mean, Jey Uso, I know he's in the John Cena tournament, and I do not want him to win one single bit, by the way. So please, don't win. Just say. And Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso, I'm assuming they're going to be as a tag team. Logan Paul, no idea what the fuck he's going to do there. I had no idea what he's going to do after Survivor Series. So I just don't. I just can't even think about a plan for Logan Paul at this point. I just don't.
Yeah.
I had no idea. And Drew McIntyre, well, after Survivor Series, he's going to continue to feud with Cody Rhodes. Maybe Drew McIntyre takes the title of Cody Rhodes at some point. Who knows? But because Drew McIntyre fucking deserves it, or unless, because Randy Orton's going to be back at some point, and I'm glad Alex mentioned Randy Orton, because I think that's a match that's going to happen at WrestleMania, Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton. Or unless you want to do Drew McIntyre versus Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton at WrestleMania. Who knows? You may go that way. You may go that way with Cody Rhodes, Drew McIntyre, and Randy Orton at WrestleMania, because here's the thing. What else is Drew McIntyre going to do at WrestleMania if he's not facing a Cody Rhodes or Randy Orton? What is he going to do at WrestleMania? Honestly, I just can't even think about a match at all for Drew McIntyre. So, I'm assuming they're going to do something big for Drew McIntyre, and probably that one big thing is a WrestleMania match for the WWE Championship with Cody Rhodes. But Randy Orton is also going to be part of the mix. So whether it's a Randy versus Cody, June versus Cody at WrestleMania, most likely they're going to do towards Randy. But this is something we're going to have to discuss more in the future about a potential Drew McIntyre match. Because honestly, outside of it competing for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania, I can even think about a championship match, or actually a WrestleMania match for Drew McIntyre. So he pins Cody, he faces him at some point, but what is that some point? Whether it's a Saturday Night's main event, or Rumble, or Elimination Chamber, we don't know. That's something we're gonna have to discuss at some point in the future. But Drew McIntyre, he's pinning Cody at Survivor Series. He's getting his one away of revenge, and he's pinning Cody at tomorrow's Survivor Series. That's just my opinion. Brock Lesnar, I actually forgot to mention Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar, I don't know what he's gonna do at WrestleMania. Don't know what he's gonna do at WrestleMania. Don't know what he's gonna do tomorrow. Maybe he's gonna go after mostly Roman Reigns. But do you want to see Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar? No, that's just me. Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns does not make sense. Brock Lesnar versus CM Punk does not make sense. Brock Lesnar versus Cody Rhodes does not make sense. So honestly, what does Brock Lesnar do at WrestleMania? Or you want to do Brock Lesnar versus Braun Breaker at WrestleMania for the world title? For the world title. That's probably the only match I can think about for Brock Lesnar, Braun Breaker. It's like the 2000s Nesbitt thing versus the current Nesbitt thing with Braun Breaker right now. So Braun Breaker versus Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania for the world title. Honestly, I think it will bang. Honestly. And that's a match I actually want to see in the future. And no better way to see that than a WrestleMania. So Braun Breaker and Brock Lesnar, world title, WrestleMania, and there you have it. Because if you want to drop the world title, if CM Punk wants to drop the world title before WrestleMania, which I'm assuming he will, so we can get Roman Reigns and CM Punk at WrestleMania. Because honestly, the world title is not needed in a CM Punk versus Roman Reigns match. That's just my opinion. So Brock Lesnar versus Braun Breaker for the world title probably makes some more sense. Even though it also does not need the world title, but if we're comparing both things, both matches, I think that match that needs the world title the most out of those two is probably Braun Breaker versus Brock Lesnar. So I'm going Brock Lesnar versus Braun Breaker at WrestleMania. Nothing else says Brock Lesnar versus Gunther at WrestleMania. Honestly, it doesn't make sense. That's just my opinion. Right now, it doesn't make sense. Unless Brock Lesnar turns babyface. Which, I don't want to see it. I think Brock Lesnar works better as a heel. That's just my opinion. Even though Brock Lesnar is funny as a babyface. But at the same time, Brock Lesnar is more dominant as a heel. That's just my opinion. So, and I'm glad you brought out Gunther. Because Gunther can also make sense in the WWE Championship picture. What if we do Gunther versus Randy versus Cody Rhodes? What if we do Gunther versus Cody only for the WWE Championship? Well, it's not gonna lie, I kind of want to see that. Gunther versus Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania. I wouldn't mind that with Gunther winning the WWE Championship. Or you want to do Gunther versus Randy versus Drew versus Cody at WrestleMania. Those four at WrestleMania. Maybe that could be the case. So you got a lot of options there for Cody Rhodes. You want to have him face just Randy, or you want to have him just face Gunther? You want to have him face Drew McIntyre? You want to have all those involved? Or you just want to have a triple threat match? There's a lot of things at WrestleMania that he can do with Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania. So that's something we can discuss later on in the future. But if I can do a early prediction or what might happen, maybe, because here's the thing, Gunther, outside, I just don't think he doesn't need the world title. I don't think he doesn't need the Intercontinental title. I don't think he should compete in a random match at WrestleMania. I think he should go after the biggest prize in the entire company, in the entire professional wrestling, and that's the WWE Championship. So Gunther's in my opinion. And Randy Orton, honestly, he might be in as well. That's just my opinion. So Randy, Gunther, Cody Rhodes, WrestleMania. This is my early prediction. What do I think might happen later on? Maybe they're probably just gonna do Randy versus Cody at WrestleMania. But Gunther, I think he's gonna be in the best. That's just my opinion. So yeah, heels are winning this match, and Drew McIntyre is pinning Cody Rhodes tomorrow night. So that is my prediction. Alex is going with the heels as well, right? Heels in this case.
Heels, yeah.
Okay. So yes. Seth Rollins was Braun Breaker at WrestleMania for a championship. I mean, makes sense. Don't get me wrong, makes sense. But Seth Rollins is injured, so most likely they're not going to do that.
Yeah.
So most likely they're going to put that at SummerSlam. That's just my opinion. SummerSlam 2026. I think that's when it's going to happen. Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker at SummerSlam. Whether it's for the championship or not, most likely it's going to happen there. So yeah, that's just my opinion for Seth Rollins. Jay and Jimmy can turn here with this match? I don't think so, bro. I'm gonna be honest. How about Sammy versus Cody at WrestleMania? I'm sorry, bro. Sami Zayn in a world title match at WrestleMania, bro. I'm sorry, bro. It's not gonna happen, bro. It's not gonna happen. With the way that they're doing Sammy, bro, I'm sorry, bro. It's not gonna happen. That's just my opinion. Hearing WWE fans wants to do Brock versus Punk versus Roman. How do you feel about that? Brock Lesnar does not need to be involved with CM Punk and Roman Reigns. That's just my opinion. He doesn't need to be involved with either man. It doesn't make sense. That's just me. And Nathaniel says, I think the heels win with Drew pinning Cody, I guess. Yeah, same. I'm going with that too. So yeah. Anyways, let's get to the additional things that we have lined up for this stream as well. As we finish off a little early. I got here a couple things. So I wanted to talk about the John Cena tournament match, which currently we got the semifinals already lined up, with SmackDown already concluding in a little bit. So it's gonna be Gunther taking on Solo Sikoa, by the way, in the semifinals.
Yeah.
And we got Jey Uso, unfortunately, bro. Jey Uso. Jey Uso. Yes, Jey Uso. And y'all didn't watch Max. I can tell he doesn't like it. Yes, Jey Uso beat Rusev. Beat Rusev. Queen as... I don't know how to even explain it. Yes, he did beat Rusev Queen. Don't know who made that decision, but Paul Triple H Vec, I'm winning towards you. You can't, bro. You just can't, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. Yes, Jey Uso is facing LA Knight in the semifinals. For the love of God, please, LA Knight, if you're watching this stream, please. Please.
LA Knight, please beat Jey Uso, bro. I can't take another Kusa and Jey Uso match because if I have to Triple H, Road Dogg, whoever, whenever, especially you, Road Dogg, me and you gonna have a talk, my nigga. But Triple H, if you book Gunther versus Jey Uso for the 1,000th time, I'm gonna lose it.
Hey, you heard him, bro. You heard him, bro.
I'm really gonna lose it if this man puts Gunther versus Jey again. We've seen it enough.
Oh my.
So why do we need to go back to Gunther and Jey Uso? Jey Uso needs to be back in a tag team. He don't need to be no damn solo competitor.
God dang.
The dude come, you what's up in the crowd?
Yeah.
He's tired. He's gassed.
He's tired at the one move.
Oh. Goodness.
Yes. Jey Uso is in the match against LA Knight.
One word. Like, he can't even do a proper. And then he botches, bro. He can't even do a proper net breaker.
Oh,
like, what are we doing?
Bro, if Jey Uso wins against LA Knights, this tournament itself is a total failure. I mean, it already is. Technically, it already is a failure. But this is the last chance. If LA Knight does not beat Jey Uso, I don't know when that match is happening. I think it's on Monday Night Raw and SmackDown. Whatever that match happens, whatever it happens, if Jey Uso beats LA Knight, this tournament is a failure. This tournament is a failure. I don't like. How many times have we seen Jey Uso and Gunther, bro? Like 6 times, bro. 6 times.
Yeah.
And you want to include the Intercontinental Championship and the World Heavyweight Championship matches, both of them combined. Why 6 matches they had against each other? We don't have to see a 7th match between these two. Okay? How many times have we seen LA Knight versus Gunther? 0.
0. Like, bro, get the opportunity, LA Knight.
And I know LA Knight fans have been waiting for an opportunity to be in the big spotlight. To be in the big spotlight, to be in a big deal. Well, that big spotlight is in a match against Gunther.
Yeah.
And it will be, honestly, this is my opinion. It will be actually very unpredictable if whoever wins between LA Knight and Gunther. Sure, again, Gunther's like the safe choice. Sure. But what if Triple H pulls the trigger and actually goes with LA Knight? Psych, that's not going to happen because he's not going to fucking have LA Knight win against Jey Uso as well. He's going to have Jey Uso pin LA Knight, go to the finals. Bro, I swear to God, bro. If Jey Uso goes to the finals and beats Gunther, bro, we're going to have serious issues, bro. We cannot have Jey Uso be John Cena's final opponent. Does it make sense? Sure, it makes sense. Don't get me wrong, because Jey Uso eliminated John Cena in the Royal Rumble. So, John Cena kind of wants his revenge on Jey Uso for that, specifically. Like, you started off with Jey Uso this year. You want to end it off with Jey Uso, but here's the thing. We don't want Jey Uso, bro. For fuck's sake. Jey Uso does not need another match with John Cena. Okay? He doesn't need another match with John Cena. We've been there. We did that. That's how you should be left off. Gunther versus John Cena or Gunther versus LA Knight should be the way to go. That's how I'm going to put it, bro. This tournament will be a failure if this man beats LA Knight and goes to the finals and beats Gunther, bro. That's all I'm going to say. And it's already a failure because we saw Sheamus unfortunately injured last week. I don't know how the fuck he got injured. That's one thing we gotta figure it out. I'm assuming he got injured while training, or maybe he got hurt during the 6-man tag match. I'm not sure. But unless WWE wants to pull out Sheamus because they didn't want Sheamus to lose in the tournament, which if that's the case, I get it. But at the same time, bro, I don't know what we're doing, bro. That's just me. And I was interested in seeing Sheamus versus John Cena match. I wouldn't mind that. Sheamus versus John Cena makes all the sense in the world because of the feud that they had in 2009. It was honestly one of John Cena's best feuds going on, honestly. But now we're not going to get it. And Penta is another one. Penta got injured against Solo Sikoa. And the fact that I heard this reports, I can't believe I heard this reports. The reports were saying, even with the Penta injury, they were saying that Solo Sikoa was still going to beat Penta and head to the semifinals. When I heard that, bro, WWE were so, WWE is so fucking retarded for that. The fact that I heard,
was you telling me Solo Sikoa was gonna beat Penta anyways? Is this what we're doing? Is this what we doing? Having Solo Sikoa go out there and beat Penta anyways, and pray it's up to Penta, one of my guys. Lucha Bros is bound to get together, and now he's injured, and it's looking like it's not happening, and it's got to be postponed. But you telling me you gonna have Solo Sikoa, Jey Uso in the you asking for a disaster, bro. You're asking for a disaster. Oh my god, dog, a disaster.
Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. Triple H, bro.
Like, what's that polar bear doing in Arlington, Texas?
Oh my god, bro. Fuck me, bro.
Oh,
Fuck me, bro. Bro.
God, I feel. Hey, Jeff Cobb, what's your name, bro? JC Mateo.
They send me cheeseburgers, bro.
I'm calling you Jeff Cobb, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, bro. I'm sorry, they killed your vibe, bro.
Bro, he was the first one eliminated tonight.
Bro, Jeff Cobb, it's my nigga. I can't lie. I loved him down in Japan, bro. Like he was good. I feel bad for him,
where is that guy? Because I haven't seen that guy, bro. I haven't seen him, bro.
Bro, this is the same guy that was in a pro wrestling ring with Kenny Omega a few years back, bro.
Bro, Triple H saw him and he's like, yeah, bro, we're gonna make him my shit, bro. First one eliminated, by the way, in the Survivor Series match, by the way.
Wow, man.
The first one. The first one. Are we serious, bro? The first one. And he's already taking pinfalls, bro. He's already taking pinfalls, bro. This man is now treated as a certified joke, bro, right now. I feel horrible for him, bro. Horrible. The man shouldn't even come to WWE in the first place, bro. He should have stayed over there, bro. He should have stayed over there.
Or he should have went to AEW.
Yeah. He would be treated better than AEW. Honestly. Even with the Tony Khan shitty booking. I promise you. He will be the next Samoa Joe, bro. He will be in the spot that Samoa Joe is in right now, bro. It wouldn't be Samoa Joe. It would be Jack Cobb, bro. Jack Cobb will be in the situation that Samoa Joe is in right now. As AEW World Champion. I can promise you, bro. I can promise you. He would have been in that situation. But now look at him, bro. Look at him, bro. He's taking pinfalls. I don't know who he got pinned by. I don't know if it was Ray Phoenix or Shinsuke Nakamura. I forgot. Or it was one of the Morrison machine guns. I don't know. The thing is, he got pinned, bro. First one eliminated, bro. First. You telling me to take him seriously, bro?
Yeah.
You're telling me with the paint, even with the paint, trying to act like fucking stink, bro? Or yeah, stink. Try making like stink, bro. Or who else is wearing paints, bro? I forgot. I actually forgot. But yes, the one that can come out of my mind is Sting. Because he uses the paint. And he makes himself pretty evil. Or the War Warriors, they also wear paint as well. But bro, come on, man. I know we can do better, bro. I know we can do better. Seriously, bro. It is you're trying to make yourself quote unquote powerful by getting yourself some paint, and somehow you make yourself worse, bro. Somehow you make yourself worse. It's stupid, bro. It's stupid. Just like Randy Orton says. Stupid. Durante says, bro, I swear, if Brie fucking Bella shows up, I'm fucking losing. I know, man. I know, bro. I'm sorry. Okay, so I'm gonna get to this, by the way. So yeah. John Cena tournament? Yes. I'm leaning towards either Gunther or LA Knight. Hopefully. Yeah, crossing fingers that shit happens. So yeah. Continental Classic. So yeah, let's talk about Continental Classic. So we got the phone lineup. We got the Gold Week. The Gold Week is Pac. We got Speedball Bailey. We got Kevin Knight. We got Darby Allin. We got I forgot. I think it was Takeshita. I think it was no. Let me check. Actually, I actually forgot the fucking lineups. Let me check. So I want to get you over the lineups real quick before we get out of here. So Continental Classic lineup. So okay, I want to get you over the lineups. Alright, here it is. Okay, so we got Pac, we got Kevin Knight, we got Darby Allin, we got Speedball Bailey, we got Kyle Fletcher, and we got Okada. And we just saw the Continental Classic start off just on Wednesday, and it continued on Collision. So, we saw Okada lose his first match on the Continental Classic. By the way, before we discuss this, did you saw that Okada relinquished the Continental Championship, bro? Yes, he relinquished the Continental Championship, bro. He is still with the International Championship, but he relinquished the Continental Championship. And I'm like, didn't they unify the titles at All In, bro? What, bro? At All In Texas, they had a unification match between Kenny Omega and Okada. And the winner will hold both titles, and they will unify both titles and call it the Unified Championship. Yes, they call it the Unified Championship. They made it as an official championship. The Unified Championship. And now it's like they destroyed those rules, and now Okada is relinquishing the Continental Championship, but he's still with the International Championship. What the fuck, man? Tony Khan, bro, are you out of your mind, bro? Are you out of your mind? You just broke this. You just broke the rules that you made and fucking All In, bro. What was the point of that, bro? You just made that match between Okada and Kenny Omega useless now, because now the fucking unification is no more. I don't get it. What the fuck? So we got even more championships now gonna be defended on fucking AEW television, bro. We have like fucking 12 different championships now, bro. What the fuck? I don't get it, bro. That is honestly one of the worst bookings in AEW history, bro. And I know.
So you're telling me, and I see Okada come out with the what the fuck, the International Championship. I'm thinking to myself, then they unified that with the Continental title?
Mm-hmm.
Because we haven't seen the belt since All In. And I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck? So we brought back the International Championship, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because Kenny and Omega and Okada, they unified the belts at All In, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was a unification match?
Yeah, unification. It was a unification, bro.
What the fuck are we doing?
I don't know, man. That's what I heard, bro.
Tony.
Oh no.
Listen, I like you as a booker, but damn, son, you got too many titles. You get a title. You get a title. You get a title. They get a championship. You get a championship.
Even this guy gets a championship, bro. Even this guy.
Crazy, man. Crazy.
Fuck me, bro. Honestly, fuck me. And you know what's the funniest part?
Yes.
Recently, they did the national championship. What's the difference now?
Yeah. I'm like, what are we doing? God, does everybody get a championship? Everybody get a championship now, bro. So does my mama get a championship? My daddy get a championship? Like my granddaddy, my girl get a championship. Her mama get a championship. God damn, let's everybody get championships in this company.
Even the Cobra gets a championship. Bro, what's the difference between the national championship and the international championship? It's the same thing, bro.
Like we got no. You have to go introduce another championship. This is not the NCAA. Where NCAA, they call their championship the national championship. I'm thinking to myself, bro, this is not the NCAA. This is AEW. This is all elite wrestling. We ain't going to call national champions.
Oh my god.
This is college.
Fuck me, bro. Fuck. Yes, the national championship and the international championship are now on AEW television, bro. Brother, can you tell me the difference between the National Championship and the International Championship? There's nothing. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. They have the same rules. You can defend anywhere. Whether it's AEW, New Japan, Ring of Honor, for fuck's sake, anywhere. It's the same rules. Everything's the same. So now you got both of them on television now. Because of the Continental Championship. And we all know Okada is not going to win the Continental Classic. He's not. He's losing to fucking Takeshita in the Continental Classic, bro. He's losing to Takeshita in the finals, bro. Because that is the one match Tony Khan wants to book at World's End. And they've been building it, which is fine. But, bro, the National Championship and the International Championship, they're now on television, bro. And it's the same thing. Same rules.
This company has 10 championships. They got the AEW World Championship. They got the TNT Championship. You got the International Championship, the Continental Championship, and the National Championship. You really got 11 championships. The men's tag team, you got one world title. You got a trio title, which you don't need. I said we never needed trio championships, and guys looked at me like I had two heads. Guys looked at me like I was an idiot for saying we should not have trio championships. Look at it. Look at it now.
Where are the trios titles, by the way? I don't see them.
They're still on Samoa Joe and
Shibata. Wait a minute. Wait. Why is Samoa Joe not using the championship then? What the fuck? Why on the poster he has the World Championship but not the Trio Championship? The fuck?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
And then
he abandoned the championship.
Then for the women's division, we have a women's world champion. We have a TBS champion, and soon we have the
tag team titles.
A fucking tag team titles.
Which, yes, I saw. Willow and Harley Cameron are in the finals, by the way. I don't know who booked that, bro.
Yeah. It should have been the Sisters. It should have been the Sisters of Sin.
They've been building that for fucking months.
You got to establish the Sisters. You got to establish a triangle of match if you want this faction to be successful. Now, I watched Collision. Tekla Chris Stellar and Tekla T something for the World Championship. Ooh. If you try to take this faction serious, you need to get the champion to Tekla.
Sisters of Sin should have been the winners of the tournament.
Yeah.
Should have been Tony Storm. It shouldn't be anybody.
And they went ahead. Don't get me wrong. Mina Chicago. Let me tell you something. Respectfully, I love you dearly. You're a favorite of mine. And I like the tag team with you and Thomas Tony Storm. But let me tell you something. We do not need no goddamn hardcore holiday match on my birthday. So great.
Wait, when's your birthday? When's your birthday?
It's on the Wednesday, December 3rd.
Oh, shit. Fuck.
We saw buckets of blood at Full Gear, and now you're going to go give me more buckets of blood next week. Oh, my goodness. Like, the man watched ECW. I get it. You was a big fan. But Saturday night at Full Gear, it felt like I was watching Barely Legal. ECW Heatwave. ECW. What's the name of their pay-per-views? I don't know. What's the name of ECW pay-per-views? All I know is Barely WrestlePalooza. ECW Guilty as Charged. ECW Living Dangerously. Dude, Full Gear on Saturday night. I feel like I was watching ECW and GCW.
Whole Hey movie is sick, bro.
One thing that ECW had that you don't, Tony, with storytelling.
Story! Hey, Story, how you doing, bro? Hey. Wait, does Tony know what story is? I don't think so.
Oh my goodness.
Does he know the definition of story, bro?
And I appreciate him for trying, but still, it's just nothing but death match wrestling. How many death matches have we seen in AEW in 2-3 months?
Bro, Tony, just use ChatGPT, bro. Just use ChatGPT, bro. ChatGPT will tell you some storytelling about this specific match. What should we do with this match? Just ask ChatGPT, bro. ChatGPT is right there, bro. Just use ChatGPT, bro. Your voice is using ChatGPT, bro.
So obsessed with fucking death matches. Death matches every week. Oh, we gotta have a hardcore match every week. We gotta have guys bleeding every week, girls bleeding. We gotta have chairs, thumbtacks. Oh my goodness, bro. Oh my goodness. All the blood that I saw last Saturday night, it just turned me off completely, and I couldn't really enjoy Full Gear.
No.
I think the only match I really had any wrestling in it was Mercedes Moné and Chris Statlander. They actually wrestled without weapons.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the crowd was empty. I mean, nobody cared about that match because of the crowd. But the match is good. Don't get me wrong. The match is good.
And like, I enjoyed the show Wednesday, and I'm like, oh my god, nobody bled until I watched Collision, because Matt Bernard he was bleeding against Daniel Garcia. I'm like, bro, what is the point of you having to go bleed in this?
Oh god, bro.
Like, bro, why are we killing yourself for a match that nobody is going to care about when you wake up the next morning?
I didn't even know that match was happening, bro.
You're gonna, bro, like, you don't have to go out there and go through a bunch of tables and hit yourself in the head with a bunch of chairs and stab yourself in the face with a fork. You don't have to do all this to get oohs and ahs and holy shit, this is awesome from the crowd, because you're gonna wake up the next morning and they're not gonna care about your match the next day. That's the hard, honest truth.
And you were there in person. You don't care. That's the funniest part.
Yeah, I woke up and I completely forgot about
it. Oh my god, bro. Bro, I swear, Tony Khan is ruining what hardcore wrestling means in the industry, in professional wrestling. He's ruining it, bro.
And it just frustrates me how we have to see a death match every single week. I feel like it's like WWE. They just every year you have to do a Hell in a Cell match. You got no. You got to do a
WarGames match
every year. You got to do a WarGames match. You got to do TLC every year. They have these given pay-per-views named after themselves. You have to do Extreme Rules.
Yeah. Royal Rumble, Chamber.
And look at this. And look at this poster right here. Right here.
Banger. Look at that.
Match, and they went out there and they bled, and that meant something. And I don't think we've seen a Hell in a Cell match ever since that point. And I'm glad we haven't. With the right story, you're allowed to do something like this, the Hell in a Cell match. With the right story.
It's fucking beautiful, bro. Tony has not learned from that, bro. Long-term storytelling. That's all Tony needs to know. Will Tony turn things around and actually do some story? Definitely not. That's just me. I mean, I think Owen is coming back next year in London, right?
Yeah.
Is he gonna sell 50,000 tickets?
No.
Is he gonna sell 30,000 tickets? No. He's probably gonna get just 25,000, bro.
Wow, bro.
He's probably gonna get 25.
How? All in. Let's look at the first. All in 2023, bro. How do you go from 72,000? The next year, you go to 46,000. Then the next year, you went to 21, almost 22,000. your attendance keeps dropping every year because of the way you book your shows on a weekly basis.
Yeah.
Hell, you're going to small venues now. You can't even fit, bro. You can't even fill a 10,000 seat arena anymore.
Not even 5,000,
You
actually.
can't.
Not even 5,000. That's the funniest part. They can't even fill 5,000 weekly, bro. Not even 1,000.
The debut episode of AEW Dynamite was at 14,000 people. Tickets were sold out when it first came. When the tickets first dropped, the tickets sold out immediately.
Literally.
And now AEW was hungry back in the day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They was hungry. They had that grit. They had that grind about themselves. Every week, they was looking at the top to outdo the week before.
Yeah.
Every pay-per-view, they was looking to outdo the last pay-per-view they did. They was hungry back then.
Because who's in charge of WWE back in the day? Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon. So, when you see Vince McMahon, Tony Khan doesn't like Vince McMahon. He wants to do better than Vince McMahon. And guess what? He technically did. For 2019, 2020, 2021, and then when Vince McMahon retired, that's when all changed. Because it was not the same since that. Not only since Vince McMahon left, but also since CM Punk left the company. Those two things. And Cody Rhodes. And that's another one. Cody Rhodes. Mr. McMahon retiring. CM Punk leaving AEW. Cody Rhodes leaving AEW. Those three things specifically are the main reasons, or not the main reason, but are basically three things that basically fucked up your show. You made some very terrible decisions.
And once Triple H took over WWE, Tony Khan basically just got complacent.
I think he shit himself when he saw Triple H. But now Triple H is suffering the same issue right now. Triple H is suffering the same issue.
When Triple H, when he came in, he was looking to he was hungry back then too.
Now he's so safe. He's so safe. Everything feels safe. Nothing crazy happens. Nothing shockingly happens. Everything Triple H does now is safe. It's just predictable. No surprise. It's just safe. He doesn't want to pull a trigger. For example, LA Knight winning world championships when he should have already, by the way. He should have won it a long time ago. He should have won the Money in the Bank contract 3 years ago. And yet we're still here, and LA Knight hasn't won a Money in the Bank contract. And now he's probably going to lose to Jey Uso, bro. What a fucking downhill LA Knight's going to, bro. Like, when does Triple H want to take risk? When does he want to take risk? He's never going to. He's going to keep playing it safe. Also, last time he did a risky move. I don't know, remember? Honestly. Probably the last risky move was this year at the Chamber. When John Cena turned heel. That's a risky move. We haven't got that ever since. We haven't got a risky move ever since. Ever since that moment where John Cena turned heel, we haven't got anything else from that. Not even WrestleMania. It's bad.
And trust me, I'm not, and no. I know somebody's gonna watch this and say, "Oh, you must hate on AEW." No, I don't hate AEW. No. I love AEW. I want to see it get better. I don't want AEW to die. I'm not one of those people that goes on social media and says, "Oh, I can't wait for AEW to die. I can't wait for AEW to go out of business." No, I would never wish that on anyone. I would wish that on my worst enemy.
There's a Twitter page looking for AEW's downfall, bro.
Yeah, I would never wish AEW to go out of business because, that affects the wrestlers. That means they can't get a paycheck. Without AEW, hell, where would some of these wrestlers be right now without AEW?
New Japan, or probably in Cater. No, probably in a 905 job, basically.
Yeah.
9 to 5 job, unfortunately. And I was just, I've had that before.
Could you imagine?
I was just had that before, and I had that before. We both experienced 9 to 5 jobs, bro.
Yeah. Could you imagine if Tony Storm left WWE and there was no AEW? Could you imagine if would we know about Mariah May if she didn't come to AEW? Would we know about Tekla if she came to AEW? Would we know about who else? Fucking Will Hobbs and Orange Cassidy. Where would those guys be right now if it wasn't for AEW? Would they even still be wrestling? Would they be still on the indies? And some independent promotions closed down.
Yeah.
You know, and I believe Ring of Honor closed down shop a couple years back before Tony Khan bought it. Could you imagine if Ring of Honor went out of business and AEW was not around?
It's insane.
We wouldn't be seeing guys like Brody King and Willow. And I love those people. You know, I love Willow Nightingale. I love Mina. I love Tony Storm. I love fucking Will Hobbs.
He wanted to see Orange Cassidy. It's insane.
Yeah.
And Orange Cassidy was fucking over as hell back then. It was one of the best things on television, bro. Back in the day. When he was feuding with Pac. That feud with Pac that he had. It was amazing. Even the feud with Chris Jericho. I enjoyed that as well. The feud with Chris Jericho and the feud with Pac. The day that brought me, or that introduced me to Orange Cassidy was when he faced Pac. That's when he earned my respect.
Yeah. That was one of the best, one of my favorite matches.
That was an incredible introduction to Orange Cassidy, bro. Him facing a top tier talent like Pac at All Out, I think it was, right? I think it was All Out. All Out, or yeah, it was All Out. Yeah, it was definitely All Out. It's nothing Full Gear. But the thing is, in 2019, Orange Cassidy faced Pac on a pay-per-view in front of the God knows how many people, like 10,000, 15,000, I'm not sure. But it was sold out. It was a sold out show. And man, Orange Cassidy and Pac pulled on a clinic. And Pac really introduced him to the big weeks. And that's when I saw, yeah, Orange Cassidy is that guy. Orange Cassidy was going to be that guy. And unfortunately, he hasn't been an AEW World Champion. But maybe we don't know what that's going to happen in the future. I doubt it. That's just my opinion. But at least you introduced me to Orange Cassidy, and you may be a believer in Orange Cassidy for years. And this character's getting stale. I'll say that. This character's getting stale right now. He still puts up some decent matches, but the character was not as big as it was back in the day when he was feuding with those guys. Pac, Chris Jericho, and even John Moxley back in the day. So, I mean, man, they are so. And even Mercedes. Maybe Mercedes wouldn't even show up right now. Actually, Mercedes wouldn't be here for AEW. She will probably be still in WWE, even with the Vince McMahon situation. Or maybe TNA with Naomi.
Yeah, man. You know, one of my favorite AEW moments of all time, man. And this is when the company was hungry back then too, man. It was the first ever Grand Slam they did at Arthur Ashe Stadium. And it was Kenny Omega, one of my GOAT, my personal favorite of all time. He was standing across the ring from Bryan Danielson. And I just felt goosebumps when the whole crowd just stood up and just started going crazy and clapping and just saying holy shit. Like, dude, that gave me goosebumps.
That should have happened to Owen, by the way, in London. Imagine Owen London, 80,000 people, 2023, Bryan Danielson, Kenny Omega, bro. The crowd would have went nuts for that. I can't assure you of that one, bro. Sure, New York did fantastic with their reaction. But, bro, that's a match that should have been easily booked for Owen Tests. I mean, Owen Tests. Owen won. Bryan Danielson, Kenny Omega, AEW World Championship on the line, main event of the show. 80,000 people in the stadium. Can you imagine, bro? It would have been so fucking cinema. And we would have had a clear winner. Because we never got a winner, by the way. We were not going to know to this day. That's the only time that Bryan Danielson and Kenny Omega face each other in AEW. The only time. And we didn't got a winner. Can you imagine on that show? Like, with a clear winner, 80,000 people, Bryan Danielson, Kenny Omega, Owen won that. Keith mentioned that. But still, that would have been so good, bro. Would have been incredible. And they missed out on that. They missed out. I would have run it back, honestly. So we'll see. We'll see if AEW can do better than that, man. Like, I'm really hoping, man. Like,
go back to All in Texas, bro. Like, one of my favorite wrestling shows I ever been to, I ever experienced, man. Like, the whole crowd, man, losing their shit when Heyman beat Jon Moxley. Like, and then they treated this ring like shit, bro. Like, that's another thing that just, like, he never wanted Heyman as a champion. He always wanted Darby.
yeah, bro.
But he knew the fan criticism he was gonna get if Jon Moxley walked out that stadium as champion.
It's insane, bro.
Yeah.
It's insane. Anyway, I want to talk about another thing. It's that's AEW Full Gear. AEW Full Gear had just happened on Saturday night. We had 8 matches, and the biggest thing that happened on that show was that Samoa Joe beats Hangman Adam Page for the AEW World Championship. I want to see your reaction. What do you think about the fact that Hangman Adam Page just got its AEW World Championship reign over at the hands of Samoa Joe inside that steel cage in the main event after winning it on the biggest pay-per-view of the year, Owen Texas, right? Beat Jon Moxley.
Yeah.
He beat him with the submission. His reign, in my opinion, not good at all. I mean, you put it in there with guys like Kyle Fletcher and whoever else he faced, but it wasn't anything top-tier talent. Nothing about that. And he just didn't do anything with the world title. In my opinion, he didn't do anything. But that is not even his fault. I feel like that's Tony Khan's fault for fucking booking him very shit, bro. And then he faced Samoa Joe twice. First one wasn't that good, and then this one was actually even worse inside the steel cage. And Hook cost Hangman Adam Page the win, and boom, Samoa Joe is once again AEW World Champion. And then we get Swerve back. Swerve Strickland returns. When I thought, here's just my opinion, Swerve Strickland should not be interrupting Samoa Joe. Swerve Strickland should have been going after Kazuchika Okada and should be entering the Continental Classic. That's just my opinion. So he can get revenge on Kazuchika Okada and get the win back on Okada. But no. He's stuck in Okada after losing to Okada Queen. And now he's like, forget about this shit. I'm going after the AEW World Championship, even though I lost to a mid-card championship.
Yeah.
It's like, doesn't make sense at all. That's just me. It doesn't make sense. And now he's going after the same guy that he beat last year in April at Dynasty when he beat Samoa Joe for the championship. And now he's going after Samoa Joe again. What does he have to prove against Samoa Joe? There's nothing he has to prove. He's already better right now than Samoa Joe. There's nothing he has to prove. So it's like he's going after the World Championship again? Doesn't make sense to me. That's just me. And now that we're going to run it back, the triple threat match, in my opinion, with Samoa Joe, Hangman Adam Page, and Swerve Strickland for the AEW World Championship, we'll say. Because that's the way they're going with. And we already saw that triple threat match just a Revolution last year. And we all know how that went. Samoa Joe retaining. So what's the point? I think there's no point in this thing. I think Swerve Strickland should have went after Okada. And Hangman Adam Page should have retained the championship. And NJF returned. But we didn't even got NJF. And we don't know when NJF is coming back. So, Alex, what is your thoughts on this main event, and what is your thoughts on Full Gear overall?
I thought Full Gear was a show I would not go back and watch, bro. Like, I didn't like it because of all the blood and stuff, and it just really turned me off. The main event, bro, didn't like it. I knew Tony did not want to make Heyman champion. He wanted Darby the whole time. But Darby had to go climb Mount Everest. and I'm glad he came back safe and alive.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, it's just I kind of knew Heyman's reign was gonna go to shit after he won that championship, and they put it on Samoa Joe, which okay, cool.
It's not bad. Wish I was check
But
pop, by the way.
but it gives him plenty of scenarios, and they put him versus Eddie Kingston, and he should retain the title there. And it is what it is. And I hope Samoa Joe has a good reign. That's all I gotta say.
Well, unfortunately, Samoa Joe is not gonna have a good reign. That's just my opinion. He's not gonna have a good. He's not going to 2026 with the AEW World Championship.
It wouldn't shock me if he dropped the championship to Eddie Kingston.
I mean, I wouldn't mind Eddie Kingston being a champion, but with the way they've been
treated. But damn, he just won the fucking belt, like.
Yeah. And Eddie Kingston was just in the pre-show, bro.
And they're saying put the title on Eddie Kingston and give him Eddie versus Miles for the championship.
Eddie versus Moxley?
Again.
What?
For the championship?
Nah, bro. Whoever thinks about that idea should be fucking canceled.
Yeah, I'm not even. And bro just came back from an injury, so you got to ease him back into it,
Yeah, gotta get some reps in, bro, before going after a major prize. But no, it's like he came back and he already got a title shot. Just 1 month in.
Yeah.
Already. Eddie Kingston got a match with Big Bill. What's he done ever since? Being booked on random matches on Collision and being booked on pre-shows. Back-to-back pre-shows. And that's it. And now he got a world title match with Samoa Joe. It's like out of nowhere without even earning it. He didn't even earn a shot at Samoa Joe. He just basically asked him for a shot. He basically asked him. I didn't even watch the show. I didn't even know what happened. But all I know, by the worst of it, he didn't even earn his shot. He basically asked Samoa Joe for a shot. And that's how it went. Now Samoa Joe has a match with Eddie Kingston. And I love Eddie Kingston. Don't get me wrong. I love Eddie Kingston. He's one of the most entertaining AEW wrestlers out there on the roster, by far. But the way that he's been treated right now, it's just not it, bro. It's just not it. And you want to have this Eddie Kingston, who just competed in the pre-show, go after for the biggest prize in all wrestling, or in all AEW, and just lose. And that's it. Just lose. Because he's not winning. My opinion. He's just not winning. Maybe NJF returns there. Hopefully. I need NJF back. We need NJF back as desperate as possible, bro. Like, they are absolutely missing out on NJF right now. They're missing it. They're missing NJF right now. They need him back as fast as possible, bro. And that's all I gotta say about this shit. So AEW full gear though. For a guy who doesn't watch AEW weekly, which I am, I don't watch AEW weekly. I literally just watch highlights, what happened on the show, what are the results, and that's it. I don't watch the whole thing. And especially Collision too. Who the fuck watches Collision? I mean, Alex is forced to, because that's his thing. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna spend 2 hours of my life on fucking AEW Collision, because there's no story and there's nothing that's interesting on the show. So that's just me. We both have our things that we can enjoy with. He also watches TNA too, and whatever he also watches as well. But I don't watch Collision.
I just watched the WWE and AEW stuff.
Yeah, technically.
I've not watched TNA in a while.
Oh, okay. But yeah, still, the thing is, I don't watch AEW Collision. I don't watch AEW Dynamite either. I only watch highlights. And if I'm bored and I want to watch AEW Dynamite, I would just go to your channel and fucking react to it. That's it. Because you basically stream AEW every week, and you're actually more entertaining than the actual show. It's insane, bro. It's actually insane. Like, I enjoy more your stream and more of you ranting about that show than watching the Dynamite show itself. It's fucking embarrassing, bro. It's fucking embarrassing. And I'm probably going to stick like that until Tony Khan makes a change. Especially you got Dustin's story on that show, because they desperately need some story there. So, full gear wise, for a guy who doesn't watch the show weekly, I thought it was a good show. Just good show. Because I did enjoy some stuff. For example, I did enjoy Brodito versus FTR. That was my favorite match from the night by far. The crowd was into it. There was no tables, no chairs, no fire, no thumbtacks, nothing. Just a classic tag team match. Two teams into the ring and beating the shit out of each other. That's what we love about tag team wrestling, bro. And those two went on and put on a classic. Honestly, y'all can make the argument. Probably the best tag team match of the year. Honestly, probably the best tag team match of the year. If y'all want to make that argument. And it's up there for match of the year. It's up there for match of the year in my opinion. I enjoy that more than Mercedes versus Statlander. But the thing for Mercedes and Statlander, not only they got a terrible slot, the crowd was not into it. Because the fucking crowd already saw like 4 straight matches with fucking tools everywhere. Tables, fires, thumbtacks, chairs, ladders, everywhere. In the last 4 matches before Mercedes and Statlander came in. So you already know that the crowd was already tired because they already used those tools. And by the time that we got there, the crowd didn't care. So that's why it's unfortunate for Statlander and Mercedes, because they had to deal with all those matches that had fucking tools for no reason. For no reason. But here we are. Tony Khan just keeps booking the shittiest decisions. And the worst thing about this, the match that goes after that is also another match with the stipulation. It's ridiculous, bro. It's ridiculous. But from my viewing experience, from start to finish, I still think it was a good show, because I don't watch weekly television. And for a guy who watches weekly television, maybe you already saw that so many times, so you like, yeah, bro, why the fuck we gotta keep seeing more stipulation type of matches? So for my case, for a guy who doesn't watch AEW weekly, sure, I wouldn't mind that. But the thing is, bro, for those who watch AEW weekly, like ours does, bro, you just cannot have 4 straight matches with fucking stipulations, bro. The crowd's gonna get tired, bro. The crowd's gonna get tired easily, bro. And I can already notice it. Like, the 2 main matches were the 2 matches that the crowd was mostly quiet for. They were quiet for Statlander versus Mercedes, and they were quiet for Heyman versus Samoa Joe. They were not into it. They were not into it. Why? Because you had 4 straight matches with 4 different stipulations, and the crowd's already fucking tired for that, bro. So, bro, those are things that Tony Khan needs to fix, and I don't know if he's gonna fix it ever at all. I don't know. I don't think Tony Khan even reads what the haters have to say. I think he only wants to read the positivity. So that's the thing. All the sickos, right? All the sickos. So, nothing else says. I think Cole and Christian win the tag titles of Revolution TLC match. Sure, I guess. I mean, Cole and Christian coming back later. I mean, now the FTR are the tag champs, it definitely makes more sense now for Edge or Cole and Christian to come back and face them again. But the thing is, Cole and Christian already beat FTR, so what's the point of Cole and Christian coming back to go after FTR? Because there's no need for it. Like, the one who should go after the other is FTR. FTR should be the ones going after Cole and Christian because they beat FTR. So it should be the other way around. Not like Cole and Christian should be the ones coming back and face FTR. No. Doesn't make sense at all. That's just my opinion. Really doesn't make sense. Hey, Mercedes, do I get a championship? Yeah, I'll rather ask Mercedes, bro, to give me a championship, bro. She has like 14 different championships. Just give me one, bro. Just give me one, bro. I can defend the championship, bro. Intergender match, fuck it, bro. I'll defend it against anybody, bro. Actually, not even that. I'll vacate the championship, bro. I'll vacate the championship. Just do a random tournament and fucking go fight open for the championship. Hell, what has she done with the TBS title, bro? What has she done with the TBS title? She hasn't done anything, bro. This year. All year, bro, by the way. She hasn't done anything with the TBS championship. What are we doing? What are we doing with the TBS title, bro? It is as meaningless as ever. And yeah, they're saying, oh, Mercedes is the longest reigning TBS championship. Well, that's easy when you don't defend the title, bro. That's easy, bro. That's easy, bro. You're just holding it without nobody challenging you for the TBS title. Nobody cares, bro. Nobody cares. Honestly. Brandon, don't worry, it's your weight, by the way. It's okay. I had the baby faces winning the women's side at WarGames at Stephanie Vaquer retaining the title. Dom retaining, becoming two-time Intercontinental Championship. And T-Vision. Yeah, those same predictions, those are my predictions as well. So, but Alex, if you missed it, yes, Alex is going with John Cena for his match against Dominic Mysterio. And the rest of the same. So yeah, and you want to check more of what we said, you can go back in the predictions. So yeah, don't worry about that. Durant says the WWE has so many titles too. WWE well, they have tag team titles, they have WWE Championship, World Heavyweight Championship, both women's championships. They have Intercontinental Championship, United States Championship. I mean, WWE. I mean, it's not like they have as many titles as AEW does. AEW has like every fucking type of championship. WWE doesn't. They have like what it should be for one brand, on the other brand, another brand. Like they have championship for each brand. Not like the other way around with AEW. Like any championship gets defended on any show. Like that's how it feels. WWE, at least you defend it on one show and then you defend it on another show. They have to respect the title matches, bro. And they only come back together on pay-per-view. So I want to say they have so many titles. So yeah. Durant says, bro, I swear it. Oh, I already saw that. Matsu, your call, count your fucking days. This man said, imagine Jay versus Soul in the finals. No, just no. Just please no. Solo Sikoa in the finals against. Well, first of all, Solo Sikoa is not beating Gunther, bro. Please. Solo Sikoa is not beating Gunther, bro. Look at the size difference, bro. It's bro. Do you see Solo Sikoa beat Gunther, bro? No, fuck that, bro. Honestly, bro. And Jey Uso is not beating. Well, I mean, if that's the case, but there's still a chance that Jey Uso beats LA Knight. Unfortunately, I don't want to see that. So hopefully LA Knight beats Jey Uso. That's all I'm gonna say. So yeah, and we don't want Jey Uso versus Gunther. That's for sure. So yes. Last but not least, I'm gonna discuss here SmackDown results. Unfortunately, yes, we did saw. Unfortunately, Jey Uso beat Rusev. By the way, you missed out on that. Jey Uso beat Rusev Queen. We did saw LA Knight. Can't believe I'm saying this, bro. LA Knight. He faced a guy who was already eliminated from this men's tournament, and that was The Miz. That was The Miz. Who the fuck invited The Miz into the fucking tournament again? You had so many options, bro. And then you went with the worst challenger possible in fucking The Miz. For what? Just for LA Knight to fucking beat him like easily, bro? In just under 5 minutes? What are we doing, bro? You have so many options, bro. You have so many options. You could have went with somebody from NXT. Somebody from NXT. You could have went with maybe a Ray Phoenix. Maybe one of the members of Fraction. Maybe who else can I put there? Rey Mysterio, for fuck's sake. I could have put it in there, bro. But Rey is not in the tournament. He's not gonna deal with that. AJ Styles, Dragon Lee, JD McDonough. You could put it in there, bro. But no. None of those things. None of those people, bro. None of those people were in the tournament. I don't understand. I don't understand them. JD McDonough would have been a great choice for the tournament, by the way. But yet they didn't even put him, bro. Instead, you added Jey Uso, bro. Instead. It's fucking ridiculous, bro. But yes, we just saw Chelsea Green get interrupted by Jade Cargill. I don't know why, by the way. Why the fuck Jade Cargill interrupted Chelsea Green? What does she have to do with Chelsea Green, bro? What does she have to do, bro? Why are we watching two heels go at it against each other, bro? Why are two heels going at it against each other? And they're both champions. Chelsea Green's the United States champion, and Jade Cargill is the women's champion. Why are two champions facing each other, bro? I don't get it. What the fuck are we doing, bro? You don't have any other choice? Nah, you have to go against Misha and fucking B-Fab. Hey, Misha and B-Fab, like every fucking week, yeah? Every fucking week, bro. How many times do they face each other? Like, fucking, 6 or 7 times? 7. Literally, bro. Bro, I don't know, man. They're already setting up for Jade Cargill as a failure. You're right, bro. They already set it for Jade Cargill as a failure. By the way, yes, Alex actually did mention about Jade Cargill versus Bianca Belair. Yes, that is most definitely happening at WrestleMania. Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair. That's the match they've been building for so many months, and they're gonna pay it off at WrestleMania. That's a match I want to see, and that's a match that should be at WrestleMania. So that hopefully that's the case. I don't want to see no Chelsea Green versus Jade Cargill. I don't want to see Jade Cargill versus Julia. No, I'm sorry. Speaking of Julia, I don't know what she does at WrestleMania. I'm sorry, bro. I know Alex is a big Julia fan, but
yeah, I don't know what's the point of throwing her in a meaningless title feud that she's not gonna win.
Yeah, and the worst part about it is Chelsea Green beat Julia, bro. For fuck's sake.
And then where she's gonna go once she loses to Jade Cargill?
Nowhere.
Exactly.
Nowhere. Exactly.
And they need to call up. I'm sorry, but they need to call up some more people to SmackDown from NXT. They need JC Jane. They need Lola Vice up there. They need.
I'll put Tatum Pass as well.
Yeah, Tatum Paxley.
Who just lost the championship.
Need some more people up there. Yeah.
I don't know why she lost the championship. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know why the fuck Tatum Paxley lost the championship. There's one person that should be going after the main roster, or even Blake Monroe, bro. Even Blake Monroe, the former Mariah May, bro, should be on the main roster.
I don't even trust WWE with her, bro. On the main roster.
I'm actually terrified with her booking, bro. I'm actually terrified.
Yeah. Stay down, NXT. Blake Monroe, you hear me?
Blake.
You hear me? Listen. Blake Monroe, listen. I love you, but please stay your ass in NXT. Don't. Hey, don't take your time. You don't rush to come to the main roster. We good.
Don't go after the Julia. The sad thing that happened to Julia. Julia was literally rushed into the main roster. Was called out at the same time as Stephanie Vaquer. And guess what? They focused more on Stephanie Vaquer than Julia. Julia didn't do shit. She won the United States Championship, and what did she do after that? Absolutely nothing, bro. Catering. That's all she did. Catering, bro. And then match after match after match with Misha, bro, or MB-Fab. And now she wants the championship. These last couple months of Julia, bro, has been a total failure, bro. Total failure. Her ever since her call-up to SmackDown, that's been a failure. But look at Stephanie Vaquer, bro. Ever since she went on the main roster to Monday Night Raw, she has not lost a single match. A single match at all. Sure, she did watch some tag matches, so sure. She has not been pinned, though. She hasn't been pinned at all. One time. Not one time she hasn't been pinned. You know how high now you see Stephanie Vaquer. You know how high WWE feels about Stephanie Vaquer. About Julia, bro, they don't feel anything with Julia, bro, right now. Julia, after all, should be going back to Stardom or New Japan, bro. Or even going to the AEW, bro. I didn't even trust Tony Khan with AEW, bro. I didn't even trust Tony Khan with Julia's booking, bro. Honestly. I didn't even trust him, bro. And, bro, it's terrible. It's just terrible. Probably, Triple H having Stephanie Vaquer and Julia getting called up at the same time together was probably one of the worst things they could have done. If there's one person that should have been called up, Stephanie Vaquer. Stephanie Vaquer was more ready than Julia, and boom, look at Stephanie Vaquer's success. Julia then, a couple months later, then you bring her to the main roster because she's fresh, she's new, and on the main roster she'll be great. But no, you brought her at the same time, and everyone's more focused on Stephanie Vaquer than Julia, and now nobody cares about Julia anymore. It's a failure. It's a failure. And now she just put up a promo that, she's going after Chelsea Green again and trying to get back the United States Championship. But nobody cares about that, bro. Please. Nobody cares. Last thing I'm going to discuss today, Yes, Samoa Joe is facing Eddie Kingston. Samoa Joe is facing Eddie Kingston. We just saw that earlier. And I don't know how the fuck Eddie Kingston got himself a title shot. Probably just said, like I said earlier, he asking for a title shot. Boom, you get one. You ask, shall receive. That's Samoa Joe basically did to Eddie Kingston. You get your title match. I'll just give you. I'll just fucking beat the shit out of you, bro, real quick, so I can move on to the next person. And they put it at fucking Winters is Coming. It's fucking hilarious, bro. It's fucking hilarious. But they put it at that show. Either one or two things. Either NJF comes back or this is a waste, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. So yeah. Anyways, Alex, before we end the stream, do you want to add, include anything else on the stream? Do you want to discuss anything else?
Nope.
Nope.
Hopefully WarGames is good tomorrow, and I pray that Ohio State beats fucking Michigan. That's all I want for tomorrow. So that's all I gotta say.
Yeah. And Survivor Series is gonna be in front of 40,000 people, and yet we have 4 matches on the show.
Yeah.
4 matches, bro, in front of 40,000 people. That's ridiculous. But yet, I get it. WarGames will last an hour each, so that's 2 hours. And whatever happens in the other card, that's another hour. So yeah, you completed your 3 hours and you're happy. Boom. I guess that's what you did. And this partnership with Julia has with Kiana fucking James is forgettable. You're right, bro. This partnership with Julia and Kiana James is not working either, bro. I feel like Julia, by herself, I thought she was better. Honestly, I thought she was better. Adding Kiana James, and all respect to Kiana James is solid, bro. Don't get me wrong, but Kiana James with Julia, bro, it's not working, bro. I'm just sorry. Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna end it all like this. Tomorrow is Survivor Series WarGames. I'm gonna be live for the show. Alice will be live for the show. The Survivor Series will be in San Diego, a home of the Padres, Dom Mysterio, Rey Mysterio, Nia Jax, and all those people around. And hopefully Survivor Series is great, which hopefully it is, because looking at the card, it shouldn't be bad by the looks of it. I mean, you got arguably the most stacked WarGames in history, and John Cena's last PLE match of his career, taking out Dominic Mysterio. Unfortunately, Seth and Vaquer has a match with Nikki Bella, and Women's WarGames, we'll see how that goes. So yeah, Alex, I appreciate you coming for the stream. Thank you so much for coming, man. Thank you for assisting me with yet another podcast. Any short videos, any new videos that you have pulling about this stream, I'll make sure I will set that as a collaboration. And now the collaborations are now a thing. I'll do the same when if I have the time to do so, which definitely I most likely will. And yeah, guys, thank you guys in the chat for tuning in the stream. I appreciate you guys for sticking around for the stream. Make sure you guys rest well, because we're in for a big night tomorrow at Survivor Series WarGames. So yeah, Alex, appreciate you coming for the stream. And guys, you have it already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share your stream with friends, comment down below what you want to see. Subscribe to Alex. His link is in the description. All his links will be in the description as well. And you can either also subscribe to him by just clicking on this tag in the stream, on the top of the stream, on the title, and it will go straight to Alex's channel, so you can go subscribe to him. So yeah, guys, we're still trying to get 1,000 subscribers. That is the goal. If not, then hopefully just before WrestleMania. That's what I'm hoping, man. Because I know I've been lacking on content, and I'm gonna try to get back on the grind before the year's over. So yeah, hopefully you get that thousand subs this year, which is getting unlikely, but anything's possible. So yeah. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. This is Chris, aka Chris 2. This is that boy Alex, also known as Alex. And I will see you guys tomorrow. We will see you guys tomorrow, actually, because Alex is streaming as well. Survivor Series WarGames. So yes, we will see you guys tomorrow for another stream. Good night. Oh well, goodbye and good night. Bam. Love you guys. Happy Thanksgiving. I'll see you guys later. Peace.